We are going. Me and Alphonse are having a totally appropriate conversation that 100% could have been had on camera, right?
100%.
100%. 100%. It's funny. I feel like kind of not exposing that conversation, but you're the only person that has this idea of me being this hick.
I feel like I don't have that idea. That's the idea that you think I have of you.
No, you do. You think I'm a backwoods hick?
Just because I think that you wake up at 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
No, you think I'm Kwame Brown.
Bro, I don't know anything about Kwame Brown.
Hey man, he rides pickup trucks and he's very just country. You just
That's like
think of,
that's like Mitchell Robinson on the Knicks.
well, Mitchell Robinson is an interesting one for sure.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, from Florida.
is he really? Honestly,
Yes.
I should have guessed that. You're probably from Jacksonville.
No, he's not from Jacksonville. Nobody else from Florida acts like that. He's definitely he probably would projectile vomit if a black woman tried to flirt with him. Totally, 100%, 100%. Did you see that? You see the picture where they're listening to hip hop and he's like, "Oh, they listen to like
Oh
a hip hop
yeah,
song," and then I'm thinking, it was a screenshot when I seen it, so I'm like, they're definitely listening to like some like new age Alphonse type stuff that is probably objectively trash.
yeah.
It was DMX.
I mean, he does have like some like self hate going on. He's probably going crazy because the Knicks. I feel like the Knicks have like their like headquarters or like practice area in Westchester, which I don't know if you know where Westchester is. That's like above the Bronx in New York. It's kind of like a suburb area, and I feel like it's in like the White Plains area. And there's a lot of bars up there that are just like mad like white people. So he's probably going crazy up there.
Oh, for sure. Like I said, he definitely is like a super MAGA black guy. Kind of how you think I am. So,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I get you probably have more in common with Mitchell Robinson than you have in common with me.
No, I don't.
Like I bet when you get off video, you'd be like putting on a flannel with the sleeves cut off.
I have an American flag bonnet that I don't wear on camera. That's super duper funny. Yeah, I just want to let everybody know off camera, he thinks I'm some super problematic person. But in real life, I think you want to be all high morale, get on my high horse. I'm going to get on my high horse right now. I think you're problematic because you have very offensive stereotypes of black people in the South, which I think is very redundant and
That's
honestly probably built in by white supremacy up north. If you think about it, you let the white man brainwash you into thinking of what your black brothers and sisters is doing in the South. Oh no, you don't interact with them because you're too good. You're from New York. You're from the motherland. You're from the world's stinkiest place. You're from the place where people jack off in the middle of the streets and it's normal, but it's the best place on earth, right? Oh no, so you can't interact with us Southerlings because we're too dumb, we're too slow. Oh, we eat tobacco. And I think that's pretty problematic. So you're always talking about how I'm offensive. I think that's offensive.
this anger you have in you is very like not to diagnose you, but I think you are a black American nationalist that like is like watching Tariq Nasheed videos, and that is where it's coming from.
Once again, the condescending, pretentious New York, I'm better than you, and oh, I can't. There's no way somebody from the South could be smarter than me. That's why I told him off camera. Let's take a standardized test, or let's take some type of test to assess just intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And now let's take one of these white IQ tests that you know what I'm saying don't really. Let's take different types of tests to see. Hey, who can access more parts of their brain? I'll represent for the entire South. You represent for the entire North. I'm getting you out of here. I'm letting you know that. I'm getting you out of here. I don't care how many big words you know. I'm getting you out of here.
That's that's why when you asked me to send you an album, not to even jump on that, I wanted to send you something from the black diaspora because you want to keep it Americanized, and so I was like, no, let me bring Eric. outside the country for a bit, you know.
It's not true. I listened to S.A. the Kid,
SA the kid.
whatever his name is.
You mean SD kid?
What do you say? I'm 4D whipping the German. I'm whipping the suburban.
Are you talking about SD kid?
Is that how you say his name? Fort
The,
Ross,
the,
that
the
guy.
Liverpool rapper?
Yeah,
You said SA kid. I thought you were
I thought
talking
it
about
was S.A. the Kid.
I thought you were talking about a Mexican rapper.
No, S.A. the Kid. That's funny.
I was like, damn, you listen to the like all those like Mexican Houston rappers.
It's hilarious, nigga. I grew up listening to Kodak, nigga. That's Haitian music. I'll listen. I'll listen in the. I'll listen in the Macombi. That nigga don't even speak English.
You didn't grow up listening to Makami.
Yes, I did, man.
14?
I was in high school listening to Macombi, nigga. Yeah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga trying to out culture me because you live in New York. Once again, you're running away from the intelligence fade. I want to take some tests. I want to see you score higher.
You
Or
don't like
report this back to the people.
you don't like Haitians. That's known.
Huh?
You don't like Haitians. That's known.
I'm talking to you. Your name is Alphonse.
You don't like me.
Once again, this guy's running away. I'm gonna say it one more time, and we'll get off this subject. Are you ducking the intelligence fade?
I mean, I do it. Like, what is this test you're talking? Is it like just like
I will let you find a test. I will
like
let you find
math? Is it like are you
we
trying to do like a
we can do math, history, science, English.
oh, so it's
Those
literally like that. For some reason, I thought you were talking about like a black pop culture test.
No, I didn't say let's do the pop culture fade. I said let's run the intelligence fade. We're gonna take a test that scores history, English, math, science. See who comes out the victor.
It's kind of boring. I'd rather do the black pop culture test. You might win that one.
I'm not. I don't follow pop culture like that. See this nigga running it. Hey, the nigga who think Southern people are dumb, y'all. Just want to let y'all know he ain't want to run a fade. So there we go. I win by default. So is that a no? Can we get a clear no?
You were the one telling me you had like a 1 point something.
I once upon a time in high school, I did have a 1.1 GPA. That's a fact. You want to know what my GPA is now? You want to know what? Hey, ask me what GPA now. Ask me what GPA now.
That's crazy. You literally have to like just like not show up to get that.
Ask me my GPA now. Yeah, that's all that matters, buddy. The 1.1. I showed up. I was going to school. I just wasn't doing homework.
Showing up and getting a 1 point GPA is even worse.
But you don't understand. At this school, similar to college, like I said, it's a college prep school. The homework is more important than anything else. So the tests, the in school work assignments, they don't matter as much or weigh as much more as your homework.
All you gotta do is do it. I would have kicked you out too.
Huh?
So all you gotta do is do it. I would have kicked you out too.
I was procrastinator, man. I told you I procrastinate, man. But once again, man,
you put a big ass stamp on your like what do you call it, on your grades that just said lazy. It's a lazy ass Negro.
They knew that I was lazy or procrastinating, man. I just I'm the type of person at that time where I'm like, oh, the quarter ends on the 24th. I'm gonna wait till the last week of the quarter and turn in all my work. But at that school, I did that in my middle school. That school, they were like, nigga, no, we're not accepting that late ass work. And then when I went to my neighborhood school that next year, they were back to, oh yeah, of course, you could turn in everything the last day of the quarter. You failed this test? Oh, you can retake it. That wasn't happening at the other school, so But now 2025, I'm smarter than you. I win. That feels really good. FBA, right?
Yeah, I really learned about them this year. Honestly, the whole discourse around the the Mauna Leo album, and she put out that song, that Sexy Sulan song.
Okay.
And I was like researching into like, oh, who are all these FBA people? And I was like, damn, it's a whole community that treats like Tariq Nasheed, who I always just thought was like some random dude on Twitter, like a god. And I was like, damn, it's crazy.
You know, I interviewed Tariq Nasheed before. It's on my channel.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that. Was he
Interviewed
cool?
Tariq Nasheed. No. It was actually one of the most infuriating interviews I've ever had in my life.
Damn.
It kind of opened my eyes to, well, no, a little bit before the interview, I was kind of opening my eyes to this because I was introduced to Tariq Nasheed because he had these documentaries called Hidden Colors, which at the time I thought were pretty good documentaries, and probably I still do. It was a lot of good information in the
You be watching like jail documentaries. It's like,
no, bro. Hidden Colors was something that a lot of black people was watching. You know what I'm saying? It
or
had
is
a
it like
lot
the
of
shit they sit you down and they be like, "Okay, guys, it's movie night."
no, bro. Hidden Colors was a documentary about just it's like the hidden history of black people almost. So they're just talking about he's just talking about like you know uh, these words that we use in the English language actually derive from slavery times. So just talking about like bait and how like babies were used as like gator bait and stuff like just a lot of interesting stuff that a lot of people didn't know. So I was like very fond of him at that time. But then I listened to him speak more, and I'm like, I don't know how much I like this nigga. And I interviewed him, and I was like, yeah, I actually hate this nigga. This nigga stinks, and he was very infuriating to talk to. Like he's a big old scam artist. You know what he was doing before the black stuff?
But
He was a pickup artist. So
really,
he was writing books on how to like pick up girls. And now he's doing this. He's a big old scam artist for sure. The whole FBA movement is a big old scam. So yeah,
they don't come for you.
I don't care. I'm not, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with being there's anything wrong with being proud to be a Black American. Yeah, I'm proud to be a black Southern American. I love it.
How far back can you trace your roots?
Haven't tried. Hold on. I do want to say this because, like you said, they might come in the comments for real. Ain't nothing wrong with being a proud Black American. I'm proud to be a because when they don't think you a Black American, they use the word they say you a tether, and they try to make you something else or whatever. I'm about as Black American as they come, but
Did they
Southern
get
Black American as they come.
did they get that term from the Jordan Peele movie, or does it go back further than that?
I couldn't tell you. I have no clue. But yeah. With that being said, I think the leader of that group is scared to criticize Donald Trump. I think he's on Donald Trump payroll. Like every time Trump does something crazy, he's like scared to say something bad about him. So it's like if you follow a nigga that's scared to criticize Trump, you might want to look in the mirror and who you follow.
Probably. I think like the more extreme corners of that movement are like very like pro ICE and shit like that.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And that's my point. It's like you niggas are supporting some dumb shit because hey, it feels like they're targeting like the Hispanic niggas right now.
Yeah.
Hey, they move they getting blacker and blacker. They looking at the Somalians right now crazy. Hey, they might look
Yes.
at y'all black ass and think y'all niggas from South Africa or something. So it's like y'all better be careful because y'all might be getting detained next.
Honestly, it's crazy. If you like just like stumble into the wrong corner of the internet by accident, you'll just start seeing like mad shit about Somalians and stuff. I'm like, bro, who's even thinking about this? Like, you don't even like interact with a Somalian in your life, and you're here like, oh, da, 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 da.
No, yeah, I don't know when Somalia became enemy number one. You know,
Yeah.
there's
I think it has to do with that politician Omar.
yeah, bruh. It's crazy. It's like, and it's funny because like people be like picking on like I've seen like the racist people picking on how he looked. I'm like, have y'all seen a Somalian? He looks like every other Somalian that ever existed. They all Somalians and East Africans have the same face. Like I'm saying, like people in East Africa, they all look alike. People in Somalia, they pretty much all look alike.
They got a similar bone structure.
I'm not no, I'm not comparing the two. I'm saying in their respective region, if you go to East Africa, bro, like East African women have like 5 face defaults. Like you playing a game, you figure that they all have 5 face. They all look alike, and it's like if you've been to some, have you ever seen some other people? They really have like 4 or 5 facial defaults.
You're
And
talking like you've been there.
no, but I've met. I don't know what's going on in Jacksonville, but there's some East Africans here. There's me and my cameraman went to an East African baby shower. We accidentally walked inside. We didn't know anybody in there, and everybody in there was beautiful. East African people are beautiful human beings. But yeah, they all pretty much like look alike.
That's
Like,
that's part of your search for a black woman with Eurocentric features.
are you saying that they look white?
No, you trying to put that on?
That's what you just said. Am I wrong? Are you saying that East African people look white?
They do have a certain certain parts of like their face can be like perceived like that.
When a nigga say something problematic and he didn't realize it, so now he trying to walk it back. He doing all these hand movements. Nigga doing the papoose hand movements, trying to walk that one back. Got your ass. That's funny because off camera, I'm the one that's crazy. I'm showing you guys. I'm exposing the real Alphonse here, people. What else was I gonna say? Before we get into this, I wrote this down since we're talking about black foreigners. You know who's my bucket list current right now? Athlete interview?
Current athlete, Xavier Leggett.
No, see, this is once again, guys. Once again, guys, that's a Southern joke because Xavier Leggett he eats raccoon, people, and I'm pretty sure he thinks that's just so funny. I'm pretty sure you just think that's so funny. I clearly said, speaking of black people not from America, or foreign black people, and this nigga said Xavier Leggett from South Carolina. No, not Xavier Leggett. Doofus. Wimby.
Who?
Wimby.
Oh, what would you even talk to him about?
I think Wimby is the smartest man in the NBA right now.
Why? Because he like went and hung out with monks.
I think a lot of it, just listening to him speak, bro be reading books. He just seems like a very intelligent guy, and not because he picked up a book. I'm pretty sure he's not the only guy that's reading the NBA. But I think I could spot a smarty when I see one. I think bro is really intelligent.
Probably fake deep.
See, you're a hater. You do that with everything. I'll show you somebody, and you'll find a reason to disagree with them. Wimby's 100%. I think Wimby intelligence is probably superior than both of ours. Probably, like bro's probably. I think he's really smart. I really want to interview bro. I could interview him and find out he's an absolute doofus. I don't think that'll happen. I think bro's smart.
I mean, I think he'll be thoughtful. I have no idea like what he thinks about the world. I don't know I don't know what you could pull from just him being like, he reads books. We don't even know what type of books he reads.
Sure, but like I said, just listening to him speak, just seeing the things, certain things that I've seen. He's the only nigga I've ever seen come out and diss Karl Malone.
When did he do that?
He retweeted something about Karl. Like it was something. Somebody said something about Karl Malone, and he retweeted it.
It was something about Karl Malone being a pedophile. Or
yes. I've never seen an NBA player come out and say anything bad about that. So that was another thing. I was like, you know what, bro? I think he might. Not only does he have some sense, I think he might be bold enough to speak some of that sense. So I'm not gonna lie, man. I think Wemby gonna retire and be like an activist or something like that. I bet. I'm telling you, you heard it here first, guys. I think Wemby's gonna be an important figure for us. Shout out to Wemby.
Yeah, I'd go to his TED Talk.
I would. I think TED Talks suck. I think they stink.
I love them.
I think all of them suck. All of them. They have the same form. You look like ASAP Ferg. Anybody ever told you that?
Like ASAP Ferg?
When you laugh, you look like ASAP Ferg. I swear you look like ASAP Ferg for a second. Anybody ever told you that?
Never.
I don't think you like that. He didn't like the ASAP Ferg compare. I swear you look like ASAP Ferg for like.
I mean, I'm like indifferent to it. I'm like, ASAP Ferg not a bad looking guy.
Sure. Shout out to ASAP Ferg.
I got a nice haircut.
All right, I didn't know we were gonna start lusting after ASAP Ferg, but yeah, let's go.
He's got a nice, like, solid build.
What? Nigga really started thinking about the comparison, like, I kind of like it.
I feel like every time I've seen ASAP Ferg since I was a kid, not a kid, but like a teenager, I was like, he looked like he's like mad, like buff. But I don't think
he's buff, is he? That's super funny.
I met him once, and where was I? I met him in a studio. It might have been, maybe it's when I was interviewing forget who I was interviewing. Was it V's? I don't even know. But I met him there. I was like, yo, it was good. And I was like, damn, he looks solid.
Yo, this nigga look up the ASAP Ferg. I didn't know this was where we were going with
I didn't say I
this.
look up to him. I was just like, looks like he's putting up some weights.
You're hilarious, nigga. What was I saying before I called you ASAP Ferg?
He was ranking the top 5 buff rappers.
That's not what I was doing. Was I still talking about Wimby? Freaking Wimby. I don't know. I remember saying that Wimby's going to be an important figure for us, and yeah. Oh, I think we talking about Karl Malone. Yeah, Karl Malone. Definitely retweeted about something about Karl Malone. So shout out to Wimby, man. I'm a Wimby guy. I like Wimby.
Oh, I like him. I mean, I don't feel super strongly about it, but he's a talented basketball player.
Yeah, sure. Like I said, I just want to go on record by saying that when he retires, I feel like he's going to be like activist or something, and I just want you guys to be like, you know who the first person I heard say that? Eric. So
And I feel like he's in a good era, even though that's not the type of basketball player I really gravitate toward, like the ones that are like the most like physically gifted. I like basketball players that seem like they're like struggling a little bit. Like I like watching like Josh Hart or something like that. Somebody who he's basically like a 6'4" like power forward, and so I like watching players that have to almost like figure it out. But we're in a good era of Wemby where he's trying to like figure out how to use his body still, and so that's what's interesting about him to me.
So you also like 5'10" Jalen Brunson?
I mean, I just never been a Jalen Brunson guy, even though I'm a Knicks fan. I just never been like a fan of his style of play and like his personality. I mean, Josh Hart's in the same boat. They're very similar like personalities, but I've just never been like a Jalen Brunson guy.
Who's your favorite NBA personality?
Favorite NBA personality? Damn, that's a hard question right now. I don't know if I have one.
Ever?
Ever? I mean, ever is like Allen Iverson.
Nah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Freaking, I was gonna say something that's just asked about the personality thing. It'll come back to me. But yeah. Who's an NBA personality I like right now that's in the league? I don't know.
Jalen Brown.
I don't dislike Jalen Brown, but I like. I've been saying this, and this kind of extends to the rap thing. I've told you this before. I feel like these young kids are pretty lame. Don't know if I should say that, but these these young kids are pretty lame though.
I mean, I
The
feel like
the
they're all coming up like this in the same basketball system, and so they're just like very similar, very like trained.
but I'll tell you one that I do like. I'm a Cade guy. Cade seemed like cool cat to me.
Nah, Cade's cool.
Yeah, Cade seemed like cool cat. He don't do anything like in a personality wise is so spectacular. But every time I see him, I'm like, you know what? Seems like a respectable young nigga right
You
there.
saw a clip of KD putting him on the Bruiser Wolf.
Is that real?
Yeah, like KD was like interviewing him for something, and
What?
Kate was like, "Oh yeah, I love playing for Detroit. They got such a great rap scene, blah blah blah." And then KD was like, "Oh, you got to listen to Bruiser Wolf. He's one of the nicest out." And Kate was like, "Okay, I'm listening to him."
That's what I'm saying. Young nigga listen to Bruiser Wolf. I will forever kick myself in the butt because I was supposed to be on that Bruiser Wolf album, and I'm like, you know what? Because I did see KD talking about it. I'm like, damn, bro. KD is supposed to hear my verse, bro. KD is supposed to know. KD is supposed to know that I rap, bro. That's come on.
And what happened? You like didn't send in the thing in time or something?
I didn't like. I just kind of sent like the rough version. I didn't really get it mixed or anything, so I got replaced by Trinidad James.
Damn, it's crazy. Katie would have hit you up. He would have been working for Boardroom.
Come on now. Instead, I got replaced by Trinidad James, who everybody thinks is a great rapper, right?
I mean, they do. I feel like people speak about maybe not about his music, but I feel like people like fuck with him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I interviewed him. He was a very cool guy. I like Trinidad James. The personality. He's a great dresser, commentator. You know.
Katie would have been a fan of yours if you weren't being lazy.
Once again, the stereotypes about Black Southern Americans. Uh, yeah, we've talked nothing about music for 25 minutes. That was pretty fun. You want
But
you want
we want to start. I was watching 2C highlights. Not he was running routes on TikTok, and they were like the worst routes.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him. Like I said, Rari is hoping for the worst. For our friend Tusi. Um,
I hope he plays well. Honestly, I feel like a rapper would have a better chance. I feel like wide receiver is too much of like a skill based position. I feel like this has to be like somebody in like the trenches, like a
like
fucking lineman or something. But I guess
right.
lineman is so technical too.
I mean, all of it. I was gonna say, what's the name? Played college football. Big X the Plug.
Takes blood. Yeah, yeah. Maybe he could go back and play for like fucking Pittsburgh or something.
Yeah, the Steelers.
No, like the college.
Oh, the college. That's funny. I was gonna say, I guess we can get into the rapper that we gave each other. Um, I
Yeah.
I, I do want to go first, if you don't mind.
No, yeah. Go first.
So you gave me Theodora. Am I saying her name right?
Yeah, I give you Theodora. It's Mega
Mega
BBL.
BBL.
Not a rapper, but it's like a pop, like a French pop album.
Sure.
Um, Matt, I feel like there's mad different styles colliding on it at once. You got like things from like the Caribbean, like some bouillon music, maybe a little like soca going on. There's like some Afro beats, like hoop de call. There's just like straight, just like almost like that, like lush, like dance club pop music. Um, I think it reminds me of like the Amare album a little bit. I don't know if you listened to that or not. I think there's just like I think it's a long album. It's like 20 something songs, but there's like 10 or 15 songs in the album that just like I play a lot.
All right. So I had no clue who this was. You gave me this artist, and I didn't hate it. I don't love it just because there is two songs on here that I personally wish the whole album sounded like.
Which
Um,
one?
which was Pay
Yeah,
and Congolese Sauce BBL.
yeah. I mean, I think the Congolese one. I think that's like my favorite song on there.
That song is I keep mixing how Pay and Congolese Sauce BBL goes. How does Congolese Sauce BBL go?
You don't want me to sing along?
I do. How does it go?
You should play it.
No, you should just tell me how it goes. How does it go?
It goes like that. Has like that like boop 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 boop.
Okay, let me just play it. Let me just play it. 'Cause I don't know what that was.
I feel like I don't got the rhythm. It's like boop 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 boop
Oh
boop.
yeah. That's that. Yeah. What she say? Now that song be having me. Yeah, I love that song. That song is crazy.
Oh, yeah. There's like crazy like beats on this album too, and just the way that they just like fuse all these different like kind of like micro genres together.
Yeah. I mean, freaking. I didn't hate Moon Bebe. I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
There's a lot of sounds though. It's definitely a lot of sound experimenting going on in this album,
yeah,
which like I said, I think the ones that I like specifically experimented with is Pay and the Congolese Sauce BBL because that song is nuts. That's probably if I would have heard that earlier this year, that probably would have been in like one of my like most listened to songs.
yeah.
Because it almost got the tempo of like a Mexican song. It's like I can see like some Mexican niggas like turned up to that. I don't know if you like hear what I'm going for, but it has like a Mexican type
And
tempo.
she got some pretty good live performances too on there's this YouTube channel called or a series called like Planet Rap. It's kind of like a French like sound like French on the radar. And she has a couple like performances of songs that are from like the albums she dropped this year on there that are just like I would just watch over and over.
Has Jules been on that platform?
I don't know. I don't know if Jules has been. What is the deal with Jules? I feel like he just got like mad money or something. I feel like he's like flying rappers out there.
He, hey man, tell a nigga probably the plug. He probably know the plug or something. For them niggas, I don't know, man.
That's usually the case when there's just like a random like white guy, especially like some random European white guy that's just all of a sudden just like, oh, all the rappers want to hang out with him. I'm like, what?
He's literally got features from like so many people, and yeah, salute to him, man. I like his feature on Sideshow last album. He
Yeah.
had that I don't know what he's saying, but it sounds fun.
There's a lot of cool like French shit out there. Like I did a best rap albums list on Pitchfork. I wrote about this guy named Jean Morty. I think it translates to like young Morty. Um, and that's just cool. Another thing that like it kind of reminded me of you ever listen to Thousand Band Fawny's The X Files?
No,
Do you know Thousand Band Fawny?
I've interviewed Thousand Band Funny.
You never listened to X Files?
No, he hung up in my face.
Well,
I accidentally called him Playboy Cardi. He hung up in my face.
wait, why would you interview him and call him Playboy Cardi?
I didn't mean to. It was an accident. I was like, thanks for coming to the platform, Playboy. I mean, Thousand Band Fun. So it's on YouTube. If anybody wants to go look that up, it's there.
You probably thought you were trolling him.
No, that just complete accident.
Damn. Or you listen to the X Files. Maybe if you listen to the X Files, you'll want to re-interview him. That's like a classic tape to me. And this guy
Maybe
was just
I have. I mean, when did that come out?
like 2017, 16.
Maybe okay, maybe because like I guess in preparation for the interview, I probably did. I only like literally the only reason I interviewed him because at that time, that's when I was just kind of taking requests from KTT and just like who y'all want to interview. I interview like anybody, like y'all really tell me to. If I get enough requests, and a bunch of people were saying Thousand Band Funny at that time, so I'm like okay, cool. I was like I don't really care about this nigga, but like y'all want to see it, so sure.
You were more prepared for Tariq Nasheed than Thousand Man Fawny.
Definitely, because I wanted to do that interview. Like, he just what a grift man.
No, yeah, that Jean Morty tape reminded me of it, but also like blending it with like some like kind of like classic coupe de call vibes. Yeah, there's also this other rapper like 63 OG who's been around for a while that I was listening to. So yeah, there's a lot of like friendship.
I like I'm now this is where I guess I get in my ignorant American bag. There is only so much music I can listen to without English. Just gonna be honest here. And if it's not going to be in English, at least let it be like singing music or music with some type of like soul to it. If it's just a nigga rapping and you're not talking English, what am I getting out of a rapper that's not talking in English? I don't know what he's saying. And rap is I'm supposed to be listening to what you're saying. If it's a nigga singing, I could hear pretty melodies and okay, cool. I could kind of get down with that. But a rapper, I don't know what you're saying, buddy.
Did you care about the language barrier at all on the Theodora album? Do you think you would have liked it or thought about it differently if it wasn't English?
If the entire album sounded like Congolese off BBL, it was 10 songs of that and it was not in English, I probably wouldn't care. I probably would like it more if it wasn't English. I could say the words. But I like to sing along to the words. So like all I can say is like I don't know what she's saying. So it's fun to sing along to the words, and that probably would stick in my brain more because I know what she's saying. But yeah, it would be more memorable. Like I said, if it was 10 songs of that though, I would be fine. I like that song a lot.
I like the Caribbean shit that's more in like Creole. It goes back and forth. I should have sent you some like bouillon stuff that goes like back and forth between like English and like the like French Creole like dialects and stuff like that. And a lot of it has like samples of popular rap songs, like sampling Uzi or whoever.
Well, I'm talking and like I think Makami has some stuff in all Creole and I like it. because I don't know. I think he's a really great artist. But just a nigga get on the track and just for the most part rapping not in English, it's probably not going to be for me.
Yeah, I guess I'm such a vibes person when it comes to music too. Not that I don't like lyrics, but it doesn't like make the song for me like all the time.
Yeah.
And so I could just listen to stuff and not like register anything they're saying, and I'll be fine with it.
Yeah, terrible way to listen to music, but yeah. I mean,
I'm saying if I can't understand, I mean, there's plenty of like rappers I do like because of what they're saying. Um, but if that's not the case, I'm fine with it too.
remember when we first met, we were like pretty nice and complimentary of each other.
I barely remember that. I don't ever remember.
Like when we first interviewed, like when I first interviewed you, you're my favorite YouTuber, dude. Like you're like I want to be like you when I get older. Like that's you're all I watch on YouTube and da da da. I'm like,
I
yo,
don't say all that. I
yeah.
mean, you are my favorite YouTuber.
And I was telling you like, yo, bro, I love your writing and da 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 da. We were talking, and now we just diss each other. I mean, I don't mind it. Like I said, you see my name, you see my display name.
Yeah, I can see it. I didn't comment on
Yeah,
it.
you didn't comment on it this whole time.
Yeah,
You
but
see,
I feel like me liking your interviews and stuff. I feel like that's ingrained in there. You know, you know that.
no, of course,
Like,
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna come here and go, oh, no, Eric, I really fuck with you, bro. Like, I'm trying to get like you.
I mean, you can, yeah, keep
I'm
going.
trying to get like you, big bro. You know,
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. What else you like? Yeah, come on.
yeah, man, bro. Like, can you like you take my girl out?
Just keep it going, brother. I love this. Yeah. What else?
You show her around Jacksonville. Like, you
Can I show her around Jacksonville? It's really funny.
know,
Taking a girl from New York and being like, "Hey, baby, let's come to Jacksonville." That's a hilarious approach. I don't think that'll work for any girl.
I want to go to Jacksonville. I want to go everywhere, but I want to go to Jacksonville. I bet I would like it.
It's boring. That's kind of the main complaint about Jacksonville.
I'm fine with that. As long as there's like places for me to like try some food, roll around. Every city I go to, all I do is eat and play ball.
I mean, sure, you could do that. Like I said, it's boring. It's the biggest city in America, but it's boring. Isn't that weird? How can we be the biggest city in America and be the most boring city in America?
I feel like everybody says that about some where they're from.
No, we got voted the most boring city in America this year.
Oh, dude, where do you be finding these lists?
Oh, I could see this is why we're in StreamYard so I could share
The most,
the thing.
like, who would even look that up? The most boring cities in America.
Bro, I'm telling you, they did a study by Financed Buzz. Did a study.
Um,
Everybody follows Finance Buzz, and
Honestly, I don't think a city in Florida could be one of the most boring cities in the world. One, because of the weather, and two, because of the people.
oh, here we go, right here. I'm gonna share my screen for you real quick. Bet you didn't know we could do that. Boom. Ranking declares Jacksonville the most boring city in America. A recent ranking done by Finance Buzz evaluated Jacksonville and other cities' population makeup, culinary scene, outdoor activities, nightlife, and things to do. And we ranked number one at the most boring city in America this year.
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess.
out of 100 points, you scored a mere 14.3.
I mean, I guess if Finance Buzz says it, then it must be right.
Yeah, everybody, everybody's saying it. Finance Buzz is saying it. So yeah, that's where we're
What,
at, man.
what's number two?
Let's go look up the list. Let me see. What do you think number two would be if you had to just guess?
Well, boring. Charlotte is mad boring.
Is
That,
it?
that's the most boring city I've ever been to in my life.
Well, what's so boring about it? I'm looking it up right now, by the way.
It was just like it just felt like mad like corporate and like every like pretty much every city has like those downtown areas that are just like like oh it's where we like people go to work and stuff blah blah blah. But the whole place felt like that to me.
You should have hit up Jamar Akban, but you should have hit up Lord Jamar Akban. Yeah. She probably would have known the ways around Charlotte. Who else from out there?
the,
Mavi,
the baby.
Fetty P. Franklin, Tulsa coming in. Tulsa, if y'all ever, if I got any first 48 heads watching this, I'm a big first 48 guy. Tulsa is always on there. Tulsa is like, I do not want to go to Tulsa. You go to Tulsa, you get your ass killed. Uh,
I'll go to Tulsa.
Colorado Springs, 13. Kentucky. I know a few people out in Kentucky.
You go to like a basketball game.
Louisville, Kentucky. Okay, Kentucky just taking the cake. Albuquerque, New Mexico. I don't even know what Albuquerque, New Mexico is. Like, I don't even know what's like. Like, is it? Are there a bunch of Mexicans in New Mexico?
Probably.
Couldn't even tell you.
Phoenix.
I could.
Yep. I've been to Phoenix. It wasn't bad. It was kind of
straight out there.
It was kind of boring, but it was bad.
It ain't nothing to do in Tallahassee but go to college and sell weed. Columbus, Ohio.
These are just all like big college towns.
Yeah, pretty much. Oklahoma City. I mean, I could feel that. I mean, ever since the Thunder, like, what is there to do in Oklahoma?
I don't know. I think you know Jason Buford. He was in Oklahoma City. He said he went to the club down there. He said it was fire.
All right. San Antonio, Texas. You know what they say about the women in San Antonio?
I do.
It's just what they say.
Memphis. This list probably racist.
Well, if you want to get murdered, nigga, yeah. Yeah, Memphis is fucking nuts, bro.
Bro, Finance Buzz is probably like some white supremacist organization.
Bro, I don't want to go to Memphis right now, bro. Them niggas turd.
Man,
in the worst way.
I would love to go to Memphis.
No, I'm straight on Memphis right now. Boy, them niggas is wilding out there, bro. You talking about you want to go to Memphis, and then get his ass robbed.
Man, I would love to go to Memphis, man.
All right, bro. So okay, on the opposite end of the spectrum, I wouldn't want to go to this white ass city.
Sioux Falls, like Jacksonville's not more boring than Sioux Falls.
I don't know what's going on. Sioux Falls might have some crazy junk going on. Corpus Christi, Wichita, and Jacksonville. Let's see what they say about Jacksonville. Believe it or not, Jacksonville is actually the largest city in the U.S. Yes, it is, by area, spanning a whopping 875 square miles. Still, that means a super low population density. We don't have a super low pop. Well, I mean, anyway, and a lack of nightclubs and restaurants. Since everything is so spread out and public transit is a non-existence, that is a fact. You have to find your ways. You have to find ways to entertain yourself at home. Everything is very far away from each other.
Have you ever been to like Jacksonville, like clubs?
Yeah.
Are they like good time?
I mean, once again, similar to Memphis, you know what I'm saying? You playing a dangerous game, you want to get your ass shot. You know what I'm saying? Like Jacksonville definitely like it's like back in the day. It's like back in the day dangerous sometimes because like I don't really hear too many people outside of certain cities talking about like going to the club and like when you go to New York, you ever think about like niggas might start shooting in this bit?
Very, very rarely.
That's what I'm saying. Jacksonville back in the day dangerous where it's possible like when you in the club because they don't be patting down. So niggas be in a club with their gun because they a lot of times I done been a bunch of clubs where they don't pat you down. You just go inside.
So you're saying when a Jacksonville rapper brags about bringing a gun to the club, that shouldn't even be something to brag about because everybody does
it. Yeah, nigga definitely could just walk in. Like I done seen so many. I seen that like 2 years ago, where we was talking to a Christian rapper, and he was like, "Yo, are they patting out for guns?" And bro was like, "Nah," and he was like, "Okay, cool. Like I could bring mine in." Christian rapper bringing the fire in the club. So then another nigga came that we knew. He was like, "Down, no boy, checking for the fire." And bro was like, "Nah." And he was like, "All right, bet." He just walked right in. He flashed, because he flashed. He's like, "I got mine on me," and he walked in. So yeah, Jacksonville Club definitely back in the day dangerous. Where it's like one of the things where you say like niggas being white supremacists or whatever. It's like it makes me think about culture. Where it's like when you go to a black club in New York, you're not thinking about that. You go to a black club in Jacksonville, you best be on guard because something could pop off any minute, and it's very normal for it to pop off.
Man.
Like when you at like that's like being at a black club in Jacksonville is actually like kind of sad that we can't just go out and be like, oh yeah, we finna go to the black club have fun. All right, nigga. That's why now low key all the black people go to like to the white clubs and they kind of turn up over there now. So yeah, stuff like that.
What they play at the Jacksonville clubs, like Armstrong?
What? Who did you say?
What is his name? Armstrong?
Armstrong is hilarious. No, nigga, he from Orlando. I've heard complaints about people that are not from Jacksonville partying here because they said we played like 2005, like music like 2007. So like you're gonna hear a lot of Boosie, you're gonna hear a lot of Webby, you're gonna hear Hot Boys, uh, you're gonna hear some you're gonna hear some modern stuff, but you're definitely gonna hear a lot of Boosie and a lot of like, you know what I'm saying, Jeezy stuff like that for sure.
I mean, to me, that'd be fire because like I mean, we don't hear that up here at all.
I mean, but that's all you hear. Like you go to the club, you gonna hear bling bling. You gonna hear all that. You gonna hear a bunch of because that's what niggas love down here. You gonna hear Young Boy and yeah, you gonna hear modern stuff like that. But one thing that like I said, they did say public transit non-existent. That's one thing that is a fact. Public transit is not a thing down here for real. So you know, and everything's far away. We're the biggest city, bro. You knew that, right?
Nah, I feel like you told me that.
We're the biggest city, so like bro, like if I want to go to the south side right now, it'll take me. Okay, How long it take you to go to the opposite side of where you like what's the opposite? Like I don't know if you live on the south side, north side, I don't know where you're at, but like if you let's like how long would it take you to go to the opposite side of town? Like south side or
Like the opposite side of Brooklyn.
well, okay, so in Brooklyn, is there a south side, north side, or I don't know how that works in the boroughs.
I mean, there's like South Brooklyn and North Brooklyn, and nobody really talks about it like that. It's more like a neighborhood thing.
Okay, so like if I wanted to go to the south side, it'll take me minimum 23 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's just depending like on like a certain part of the south side. Like it might take me 35 minutes to get to it's gonna take me like 35-40 minutes to get to the beach from my house.
Damn. Like if I wanted to go to the other side of Brooklyn, like I'm in Canarsie, which is like pretty much as far as you could go on one side of Brooklyn. If I wanted to get to the other side, it would take me a minute. If I was driving, it'd probably take me like almost an hour. But if I was on the train, it'd probably take me like 30-40 minutes.
Is it an hour because of traffic?
Yeah, it's all because of traffic. It's not really like mad big.
Yeah.
But it's mostly because of traffic and mostly because of like all the stoplights and stuff like that.
See, we don't have a bunch of traffic jams like that. So like it's legitimately just like a 25-minute ride to get to the south side just because that's how far it is from my house. You know what I'm saying? Like
Houston was kind of like that when I was driving around Houston. I'd be like, damn, it's just mad far. And it'd be like 30 minutes.
Yeah, so Jacksonville definitely is one of the more boring cities, but you should come just so I could like slapbox you or something.
Wait, and talk about your album, the one you sent me.
I almost forgot about that. Man, 730 Turk, rapper from Orlando. He is I think he's the best rapper from Florida right now. The guy is super unique. He's almost like a Florida Zay Loopers because he does crazy different voices. He does these weird inflections. He's hilarious. I mean, just line after line just makes me laugh. He said, a rich nigga and a bitch nigga go hand in hand. If a nigga can control his dick, he go to the feds and fuck a man. Just so many bars where it's just like, this guy is awesome. He's hilarious. He can rap. And I told you listen to the other single that he put out like this month or last month. Some of his best rapping, in my opinion, on that song. He's really good, man. He's really good.
Well, you really are you're a hypocrite because you've been shitting on Baby Mel all year. And honestly, when I was listening to this, made me think about Baby Mel.
I told you I can't understand what he's saying. I understand everything 730 Turk is saying.
I mean, Baby Mel takes it to like a little bit more of an extreme. And I think 730 Turk is funnier. Like the lines are just like there's a lot of lines in this thing that just like really just like stick out. Like there's this one where he's talking about, it was like real jiggulator, take a what do you say, take a cat off a fish. I was like, oh, man, I could picture you like hearing that and like laughing at it.
It's crazy.
He was saying a bunch of other shit. He was like, bitch, I'm in the kitchen with that Saint Bernard. And, uh, but I mean, I always like rappers that kind of like play around with their voice. Or doing all like these like volume shifts and like it almost feels like multiple rappers on the same song, even though it's just one guy. This is the last song on that tape has like the same sample as like that old Young Lean song, the ginseng strip song. And throughout that whole song, he's like hitting all these like falsettos and like these like he sound like Dave Chappelle doing Rick James or something. And he's really just like losing his mind in that song. But nah, I thought it was really good. Again, like you said about that one, like you said about the Congolese song, I feel like if I had like listened to this before, I know you had sent me him before. I listened to like a song, but if I listened to this before, I probably would have been listening to a lot this year.
Yeah, no, that is one of my favorite tapes of the year. He got the one song. I think this real stepper. I think he say. What did he say? He said a junkie takes a he said he junkie takes a dope, fell to the floor and broke his knees. He said she said she liked the way I talked. The only thing she ever heard was spoken with broken knees. That nigga's so fire, bro.
He's like, I eat the pussy like it's fruit.
Of course, you like the horny bars. No, yeah. I couldn't implore enough for people to listen to 730 Turk. He is, like I said, one of my new favorite rappers. Um, and like I said, you said I'm a hypocrite. I love rappers that do crazy things with their voices. I like Danny Brown. I like Zay Loopers. Bruiser Wolf be doing crazy stuff. I just named the whole Bruiser Brigade, but you know what I'm saying? Like Bruiser Wolf be doing crazy stuff with his voices. Who be doing crazy stuff with their voice? I don't know. I'm not anti-crazy voices.
Remember I told you Baby Mel sounds like Bruiser Wolf?
I do remember you saying that, but I can understand everything Bruce Wolf is saying. That's my gripe with Baby. I don't know what he's saying from time to time. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Definitely stay tuned. I feel like 2026 will probably be a good year for him. Before we get off of this, because this correlates. You know who got the best ear in music right now? You know who got the ear to the streets?
Like
Rod Wave.
you're talking like a rapper or like
Rod Wave, brother.
why?
Rod Wave knows everybody before they blow up in Florida, bro. Like every nigga that it be nigga that Rari showed me, and they got 3,000 followers. Rod Wave on his story the next day listening to him, and we be like, bro, how does he know about this nigga? He don't repost 730 Turk. He reposts niggas, and we be like, bro, how does he know who these niggas are? They don't have a following. Rod Wave is super tapped in. He also, lastly, might be a quarterback whisperer because my guy Bryce Young was stinking it up in the NFL, and then Rod Wave posted on his story, called me. And after, I don't know what he said to Bryce Young. Bryce Young been snapping. I don't know if that nigga Rod Wave might know the QB position like Tom Brady or something, but he said something to Bryce Young and it clicked. So shout out to the quarterback whisperer and the street A&R.
I mean, I would believe that Rod Wave could give a quarterback some tips.
What you-
I don't know. I feel like when I look him in the eyes through the computer, I feel like he's just like mad, just like he's paying attention to the details. So he's like, Bryce, you're just like hooking your arm on those throws a little bit.
He showed him his footwork. He's like, yeah, bro, your footwork ain't right. That's so funny. But yeah, I don't know. Where do we go next? Where do you want to go next with this?
I guess we go. We were gonna do. We were gonna list like 10 artists that we just like that we just found like interesting to like think about this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something very ghetto right now. By the way, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna run to the restroom. So you say the artist, I'll hear it, and I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. But you just talk. You talk till I come back.
How is that ghetto?
I mean, that's a little. You know what I'm saying? It's a little. I was supposed to be worse than ghetto. It's a little something. You know what I'm saying? It's something. It's something. Something. All right.
No, but
All right, all right, don't. Nigga tried to push me off as a problematic person. I guess I would never call it that. Shut up. Shut up. Say the artist so I can use the restroom.
yeah. I mean, the first artist I'm gonna say is Big Sad 1900.
You know
Um,
that guy.
yeah, he's from LA. He put out a couple of tapes this year. The one that I wrote about on my list of like favorite rap albums at Pitchfork was this one called the deluxe edition of what's it called, 1937 Corning Street or something like that. And it's kind of like this new age G funk mob music. A lot of just like real like synths and R&B samples. As this one hook by Chris O'Banner that I've been obsessed with. It really just like a lot of my like most played songs of the year are on this tape and just like on his SoundCloud. Like he has this one song called "Confined Us." This other one that I've been playing over and over is called "Meet Up and Die," which has it's like a Blueface diss song, but you don't really even have to think about it as a Blueface diss song because it's just like this really good, just like fatalistic LA rap song where it's just like, man, imagine if the city didn't have me. And it's so dramatic and also like chill. And I feel like I like rappers that put me on to other rappers. And I feel like by listening to him, it introduced me to like a bunch of like, not even introduced me, but like made me go and like do like my homework on like a bunch of like rappers and like a section of LA and California rap that I didn't really pay that much attention to. I didn't really grow up on like West Coast rap that heavily. I mean, I'm from New York. I mean, the only West Coast rap that I really grew up listening to, I mean, obviously like Snoop and stuff, um, Kendrick, fucking like DJ Mustard type shit. So whenever like people introduce me to like West Coast rap, and there's a sample on the intro. It was like an intro skit on that deluxe edition of that album that samples this song by the Relatives. It's called "The Streets Won't Let Me Chill," and I've been listening to the Relatives so much just because of that. And it's like this really just like hyper specific like Crenshaw rap from like 2000 to 2005. And yeah, so really one of my favorite rappers out right now.
Big Sad is somebody I was exposed to because my friend Ken, who when we used to like live stream all the time on YouTube, I mean, this nigga would push Big Sad to us like he was his artist, like it was his cousin or something. I really thought it was at first, and this was pre-pandemic, so he's been on Big Sad for a very long time. And I used to always ignore it because I was like, why am I listening to a nigga named Big Sad? But yeah, I've known about him literally since, like I said, before the pandemic. So I've been aware of him
Or
for a
you,
long time.
or you gotta listen to that Blueface diss song, man. As a hook, man, I forgot who does the hook. It's that new like fake Chris Brown that signed to Usher. Um, I think he does the hook on it. Shit's crazy.
Who's I mean, I've been asking. Didn't I just hit you up about like why isn't somebody cosplaying like old Chris Brown? Is that what he's
Yo,
doing?
there's literally this guy who signed to Usher. I'm trying to remember his name. Um, I don't know how to look it up.
I wonder if you're talking about this one guy. If it's him, that would be awesome. It's this guy who went viral because he was like getting interviewed and he was like singing in the middle of the interview. I don't know if you've ever seen that before. Are we possibly talking about the same guy?
Man, I don't
What is
remember.
he? Is it, what do you know what he look like?
He's like kind of light skinned but tall,
Not the
like
same guy.
lanky, mad young looking.
Not the, this. This is like a brown skinned boy with braids.
Man, I don't know how to look him up. I think his name is Jordan something. You can't even look at anything up anymore.
Nigga, old man. Well,
I
why
keep
you?
getting the Australian league basketball player named Jordan Usher.
That's hilarious.
But
Well, why
that's
you trying to
something.
look that up? I'll go.
Yeah.
Um, who do I want to go with first? I mean, I'll go with somebody that you that I put you onto. Um, don't do that face, man. Do you know what I'm gonna say when I start off like
Oh
that?
wait, to go back to is J Don. That's who signed Usher. He apparently used to be on like Disney or some shit. But okay, you could go.
Never heard of, bro. How you spell that?
Jaydon. He really be doing like old Chris Brown videos, like walking down the street, like doing spin moves and stuff.
That's how I gotta check him out. I just told you I want somebody to cosplay that era. But no, the rapper I put you into is Big dog pedigree. Fuck all that shit. Nigga can't sit behind me. Spoke it, then I live it. Shit so vivid like a fucking scripture. I'm trying to raise my son and my little killers at the same time. Sending shit across the state line. We just put shit on the front page. I'm rapping like Meek Millie when he had the braids. Woo-hoo! That nigga said what I was say. Raphael Nadal. He rhymed PayPal and Raphael Nadal. I was like, yeah, I think this guy's one of the best rappers to ever do it. This guy's amazing. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's Moschino.
Oh. I feel like you do a better Moschino impersonation than that.
Sure. I wasn't going full Moschino. I wasn't going full Lil Mosky. But yeah, man.
You did put me on him.
Yeah, Lil Mosky is one of my favorites. He's basically a guy that's cool with Rob 49. Rob 49 posted him on Instagram super early this year. I saw it, and it was the song that I was just singing, Don Juanito. And I said, what the F am I listening to? This is amazing. This is all I've ever wanted out of a rapper. Like I said, he rhymed Raphael Nadal with PayPal. I was like, this guy's nuts. And it was so just unorthodox. And then he puts out Runtweiler. And I'm like, this is crazy, bro. Like every single he was putting out lead to the album, I was like, I have to interview him. Super duper interesting guy. The people that he's inspired by like a lot of non-rappers. Like he's inspired by a lot of blues artists and stuff like that. It was blues I've never heard of before. You gotta think about it. Where he from? It makes sense. Like they be listening to blues and stuff like that. So
yeah,
he like what nigga name was like Frog Man something. Hold on, Frog Man.
I mean that tape that he put out this year, the King of the Underdogs tape. I don't love it, but there are like certain songs on there that like, he's just like, he told me not to say this word. He said his words canceled. He was spazzing on them, you know.
I can't believe he said it. That's funny. Every time you talk to me, you just become more problematic.
It really reminded me of like some like old mystical stuff, and I guess that's like probably like the surface level. Like you're going to like the blues references,
yeah.
And so I mean, it's just like real, just like unhinged at moments of him, just like certainly like all of a sudden just like speeding up and slowing down and raising his voice. Like that's always your favorite type of rapper, it seems.
You think so?
Really is. That's all you look for. You don't even care what they're saying as long as they're doing like shifts with like their voice.
No, bro. The niggas that I be talking about rap good though. Like 733 is a good rapper. This nigga's a good rapper. Also the nigga Frogman Henry, the old blues singer that he was like, he loved Frogman Henry. He was like, he get inspiration from him. He named somebody else. And I'm just like, yo, this is a different guy. He's really smart. Like I'll listen to him speak and I'm just like, yo, he's like, this is a nigga that paid attention in school. This is a nigga who like values education. I like him a lot. Shout out to Lil Mosky. My
guy. Nah, I agree. Let me go to my next one.
See how Alphonse laughed when I said the guy was smart because he's from the South. He's like, no way, he's smart. Just want to throw it out there. You guys know this guy. I don't know if you.
That's not even what I'm thinking.
Whatever.
But the next rapper I'll bring up, I don't know if you listen to this guy. It's this guy named Tovey. He's from Philly. He was kind of in like that like OT7 Kwani like clique. I don't know what happened to OT. Like OT7 Kwani, I was on him like heavy like in 2024, 2023. I don't know if he dropped the song this year. I don't know what he's doing. He got the Trump cosign, and then they let him on the field at the Eagles game, and he was like, "I'm good."
Yeah.
That's like sometimes I think that's like all rappers are rapping for is like they just want to get love from like the local professional athletes, and after that they just chilling.
I respect it. Remember he bought an AAU team?
OT7 Kwani?
Yeah. What's Bronny brother name?
Bryce?
Yeah, Bryce was playing on his AAU team.
He played on the AAU team? Bryce is at Arizona now. He's a freshman.
He is.
Yeah. But this guy Tovey, he kind of just like I feel like anytime I show it to somebody, people are like, "What the hell is this?" But the vocals are like super faded out to the point where you kind of can't hear them. And I know I keep telling you like I don't really mind about lyrics, and like this is like a perfect case of that because he's really not talking about anything at all, and the vocals are just like so submerged in like all this kind of like spooky ass noise, kind of like those Philly drill beats with all those like ominous samples and laser beams and stuff. But his voice is just like buried in it. He's kind of just like mumbling, and all the songs are about 40 seconds. And really one of my favorite rappers of the year.
Not to be lackluster, I've never heard this guy, so I have nothing to add. But I mean, I don't know if I want to listen to him either if I can't hear what he's saying. But
Yeah, like the things that he does well are also the things that would make somebody not want to listen to him. And so I get it.
so shout out to Tovi.
Yeah, Tovi.
Shout out to Tovi. Uh, somebody that pretty clear with their vocals. Um, or do I want to go here? You know what? I actually go here. Also, another person that's pretty clear with their vocals. My guy Lil Tony, man. Lil Tony played a lot of Lil Tony this year. I've been saying he's my favorite. I've been calling him the best rapper under 21. I think he might be 21 now, but I've been saying that for a few years. And y'all, I say this all the time. Pretty sure Alphonse could probably guess this, even though I never said it to him. I don't listen to a lot of young rappers. Like you rarely see me send you somebody and they're like really young. When I mean young, I mean like
They're
early 20s.
teenagers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
teenagers, early 20s.
Yeah.
So he's the only person I listen to that's young, that's a rapper. It just doesn't. There a lot of just young music just don't hit for me. Tony can rap. He's had I can't even say like a different career arc. He's had like a personality kind of evolution. He's kind of turned his life to God, and he's rapping about God. He's rapping about putting the guns down. One of my favorite songs of the year. I can't leave my Bible. I for sure can't leave my blick. I ain't never hear God say you can't get fresh, so I'm still throwing fits. Love that song. So yeah, man, he's just been making a lot of positive music. And I'm here for it, man.
Yeah. I mean, Born Again. Born Again is one of my favorite tapes of the year. And it is like the rare, like, it is an interesting take on like kind of like Christian leaning rap, and that is still like pretty hard. And it's not like in your face about it, even though it kind of is. I mean, the tape is literally called Born Again. It's not like, oh, you need to convert or that. It's really just talking about his personal experience with it. Um, but yeah, there's a few songs in there, and I feel like Born Again is probably like the only album with overtly religious themes that probably starts out with Famous Dex ad libs for no reason.
I have a quick
um,
question for you. Have you ever heard Jesus Piece, the game album?
I have, but I barely remember it.
That was a concept that I thought was a very great concept. He did a pretty okay job at it, but I was surprised nobody's ever done that concept. The concept of the album is like I'm a gangster, but I still want to like I'm in these streets, but how can I like really like be like a man of God and I'm like doing stuff in the streets, and that's like the whole album. And I thought that was a pretty cool concept because I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to that. So that was a good concept for an album. You just talking about like religious tones for album. I just thought that was always a good concept for an album that probably could be done even better. And I think he did it pretty straight.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a common theme that runs just throughout
Music for like rap music for
rap
sure.
music.
Yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
like, if I'm doing all these things, how do I also be like a good man, or whatever a good man means to that person? I
Yeah.
mean, even something you were kind of laughing at me. I was talking to you about Boosie's Ghetto Stories, like the movie, and even
Wait,
that.
we didn't talk about that.
We didn't. Oh, I feel like I told you I was.
We told you that that movie existed. Me and Rory told you to go watch that movie. You didn't know it existed, so you didn't tell me you went to go watch it. I had no clue you watched
I
it.
thought I told you that I watched it.
No,
Um,
no, no.
and when I went to watch that, that was something I noticed too, because it definitely has like this story of Boosie and Webby coming together through some sort of tragedy and having to like go hustle and get revenge while also trying to be like oh, we really care about our family and stuff. Da, 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 da. The ending of that movie is hilarious because Boosie and Webby like end up like going to jail together, and they're like, yeah, we're bros now. And then they meet Paul Wall on the bus, and Paul Wall's like, oh, he's like, oh man, I heard about you guys, man. You guys are the shit, man. You guys did it, bro. Like, I'm like, man, it's a crazy cameo. And then it cuts to like all like the matriarchs in their family like getting together and like sitting at dinner and like some like gospelish music playing. They're all like happy. They're all like, yeah, man, they're going to jail, but like all the matriarchs together, they did it. They got us money, da da da. And so that's something that seems to be like a theme, and not just that movie, but like throughout his music and just like southern rap music, maybe all rap music in general.
Just quickly want to say my favorite scene in that movie is when like the first, I think it's the first time they meet, for real, like the first time they speak to each other. It's like, I think it's Webby coming out the gas station
Yeah,
and Lucy's on top of the car. Like, man, what the fuck you doing on my car? I'm about to say, just smoking a little purple on your shit. I love that. Because how disrespectful. Why are you just smoking weed on my car? Just
yeah.
smoking a little purple on your shit. But yeah, no, that's a great movie. I mean, also not to take a break from what we're doing, but I'm just going to assume Alphonse kind of created what we're going to talk about, and he created a category of stuff that I'm like, I think you just want to talk about this one person. He was like, tell me a few rappers that you've never heard that are like older rappers, and I'm seemingly Boosie is one of those rappers. So I
No,
feel
yeah,
like
that's pretty much just like a category I made just to talk about.
I know. So we're
Boosie.
here. So yeah, I mean, you might as well. I have one, and I'm gonna just let you have that one, so we could just get that out the way and we go back to the rappers.
No, I was telling Eric earlier this year. I was like, obviously I know like some of like the bigger, like I know like Wipe Me Down or whatever, like big Boosie Webby songs. I honestly knew more Webby songs just because I was just like I just knew like Savage Life and stuff like that. And so I was just like, I'm
Why
just gonna
did you know
go.
Savage Life? That's so random.
I feel like I was just like introduced to it at some point in like high school or something like that. But Boosie was always kind of like a blind spot to me, and I feel like I like New York pretentiousness is kind of like, oh man, like Boosie's like, look at the type of shit Boosie be saying online. Not to say I'm like agreeing with that or anything, but it kind of just made you like not want to like go and do that deep dive for myself. But I was telling Eric that I was going to do that, and I kind of just went through like from all that like youngest the camp stuff to like all that Tro Entertainment, pretty much up to like the early post jail stuff, and it's just a really like fascinating rapper. It's so raw, and I feel like once you listen to the mixtapes in full, especially like in succession like that, you really understand the appeal of it. And some of the songs have bounce. Some of them are just about like not letting his mom down. Some of them about like what's that one song just like about his baby mama, just like oh baby.
Baby mama, you're stressing me, man.
And I'm just like I'm like there's so much here. There's so many layers to it. Um, and really to make me think of like maybe miss like black movies because I've like some of it's so like there's just so many scenes of just like him just like interacting with like his baby mama or his kids or his friends or whatever, and I'm like damn, like it's just like something we don't just like turn on the TV and see that much anymore. And so I really appreciate that from his music,
So
and of course it's also like crazy as fuck shit in there too.
for
And
sure.
just like I'm gonna go get my son some head or something,
I
But
don't think he said that on the song, but yeah,
nah, he definitely said that on the song,
did he?
100%. I was listening to one, I was like, oh shit, he was. I was like, he was very consistent about this.
What was his son 3 years old at the time of the song,
I
nigga?
don't know how old he was, but I was like, damn, he really. But he was talking about like in the future.
Oh,
He was like in the future, like when my son's older, I want to make sure to like get him head.
that's
But
hilarious.
he wasn't even like joking; he was just dead serious. But I was like, oh, that's something he like believed in from young. Um,
So in Florida, I just want to have you guess. At once upon a time, it was Boosie, and it was another rapper that Florida was messed up about as equal as Boosie. If you had to guess who that person was, who would you think?
What year are you talking
This is
about?
2007, 2006, 7, 8 era.
It is not a rapper from Florida.
It is right from Florida.
Plies.
Boom. Have you ever just did like research on like Plies, like old Plies music? You ever listen to like Final Testament album and stuff like that?
Not really. I mean, I definitely knew more Plies than Boosie, just because Plies, DJ Khaled, like all that
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
and
yeah.
but I never really like. I don't think I'll ever listen to the album in full.
Can I give that? Can I say that be your next rapper you should do? Because very similar rappers, where because I'm pretty sure what you realize, what you probably never would have thought. Boosie has a lot of introspective music where he's talking about himself and just really what's going on, and he'll slide in like a black power theme where he's like a pro black theme and this, but like a lot of introspective music, but it's like kind of like the Jesus Piece thing where it's like I'm a man of God, but I'm out here thugging and killing niggas, shooting niggas, or whatever. Very similar thing with Plies. Plies got a song called uh running my mama crazy. And he's just saying like how like I'm out here thugging, but I know I'm running my mama crazy. Like I'm gonna kill my mama from high blood pressure because of how wild I am right now.
Yeah.
He got a song called 100 Years where he turns into Johnny Cochran and he's like talking about how the laws are just outrageous and like you get 100 years for doing this, but you get 5 years for scamming on Wall Street. Like it's a real like protest song. I think you should Amp has the funniest story about that. Amp said he was at a bowling alley and they played 100 Years and he said everybody, including the white people, sung the song word for word from start to finish. He was like, he said cracking the song. He just like the white people were losing their mind singing that song in a bowling alley, by the way. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say Plies. If you like Boosie, Plies makes the same type of music, had the same type of impact, definitely in Florida. And like Plies and Boosie are like royalty down here. And Boosie not from Florida, but Florida niggas look at him like one of their own. So I would say definitely Plies should be your next artist to listen to.
No, I'm going to. It's kind of funny that you say that about the white people. It seems like they both have that like effect on white people. Like when they hear like Boosie or something, like, oh man, my favorite Boosie song. This is gonna make me go crazy.
Could I mean you know my take. I think white people in the South and black people in the South have more in common than black people and white people up north. I think y'all differ more than we do down here.
um, I mean that's an impossible thing to say, but I would believe it if you. I would believe it just like thinking about it for 5 seconds and not thinking about it any deeper. But
No, you think about it. I'm telling you, bro. Like our culture, even like the fact that like white people don't season their food or whatever. You get to the South, when you think about a white person like cook, you think about somebody from the South. You know, you're not thinking about a white lady from Boston. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it just even the things that we do that y'all would never do. Like black people be doing shit in like the woods or whatever. A nigga might go mudding or some shit like that. You might think that's some white people shit. Black people be going mudding and be really southern like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we share a lot of similarities. It's just that one thing, the one pesky thing that we can't get over is just they hate us sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If white southern people weren't racist and they actually got to like getting black friends or whatever, they'd be like, bro, we the exact same. I feel like y'all like even like the country's grammar, like we use certain things that we say the same. Y'all just completely different. Like black people up north, white people up north, I feel like couldn't be more opposite, you know?
I think it depends where you are. Like if you're in like in New York, if you're like in like New York, if you're in like actual New York, like not like the super gentrified parts, where you might run into like some white people that maybe like more like the Italian enclaves and stuff like that. You'll be around some Italians and be like, oh, like really not that much different to me, except for exactly the same thing you said, except you're kind of racist. I kind of, but like kind of like talk similar and feel similar, and maybe that could just be like you might be like, oh, maybe those like Italian people are just like ripping off black culture, and so maybe that's what you're feeling. But there's definitely like some similarities too, especially when you get to like those like more cultural places and not just like random American white people that are from nowhere.
For sure. Speaking about a cultured man, I'll do mine. older artists that I didn't know enough about.
Yeah, I might do
Now,
the same. I'm gonna do the same thing you did. You
what?
talk.
Oh, you address them. All right, let me say the person real quick before you go.
Yeah,
I know this person. I know their music, but I didn't know enough. Nate Dogg. You can go use your restroom now.
bro. Nate. Okay.
You
I'm,
just
li-
yeah. We'll come back. You use your restroom. You come back.
I'm listening.
All right. Nate Dogg is somebody I know the big hooks. I know and then look at me now and smile and you say that love for me, girl. I know ain't no fun if the homies can't have none, which is what made me really start tapping in. I was looking at Tupac's last performance at House of Blues. Everybody's there. Suge is there. Snoop is there. Jodeci is there. I think Danny Boy might have been there. And then you have Nate Dogg. He comes and sing that. And the way he was hitting those notes, it just I was like, bro, this is so addicting. The and now in the whole wide world. And like, first of all, like West Coast niggas hate women. Niggas said there's not a girl in the world that he's ever loved ever. That's an insane thing to say. But listening to that is like, bro, let me listen to the albums. I never really listened to an album from Nate Dogg. So I went to go listen to the first thing on Apple Music, and the first album that pops up has a song. The intro is called "The Hardest Man in Town." That song blew my mind. Can the hardest man please stand? The homie stood right up, gat in hand, sagging pants. The nigga was a nut. Bro, that song is crazy. And at the very end, he does this singing I'm gonna let y'all tell me who this sound like. Alphonse can guess it. I'm gonna play this 15-second bit. Or I probably could just pull it up on my on here and play it like that. Sound better. This is so insane to me, bro. This nigga's he's that guy. But yeah, if you got something to say while I pull this up, you can
I mean, the G Funk Classics album. That shit is crazy. I'm trying to think what's my favorite song on there. I like the one I like Bag of Weed. Is like you bring the bag of weed. It was like I bring the bag of weed, you bring the bottle of wine. But yeah, I mean, there's like I feel like Nate Dogg is obviously everybody knows Nate Dogg is like the G Funk vocalist. But I feel like when you really listen to that like album, you're like, damn, this is like just like a really good, just like soul record. Um, and there's like layers to it too. Where what's that one song, Me and My Homies, where he's kind of just like talking about like he's kind of just talking about like being depressed.
yeah.
And he's like, I'm just at home, just smoking weed all day, and I know if I call my friends, they'll be there for me. And so it's like really earnest and kind of sweet at points, except when it's not. Like, what's that one song? Dirty Hose Draws. Dirty.
Insane thoughts about women from West Coast niggas. But who does it sound like for the people listening?
I told you once before, I'm pumping fear. Nobody's gonna step to you. Let them know I'm here. And if you have questions in the corner of your mind, pull the trigger and leave your questions behind.
That sounds exactly like Nourished by Time. It blew my mind. And yeah, I've just been listening to a lot of Nate Dogg, man. Like I said, I wasn't. It's not like I didn't know who he was. Just never heard a full album by Nate Dogg.
Yeah, it's a great album.
Yeah.
What other songs they got on there? They got My World. Damn, catchy as fuck. Okay, I think we're going back to
How about
the.
say, did we leave off on you or me? Because I said Tony and I said freaking Moschino. Who did you say?
I did two. I did Big Sad and Toby.
Tovey. So it's on you.
Yeah, I'll do someone whose music I didn't really like this year, but I was just like fascinated. I was fascinated by Young Thug this year, and just I mean, there's this one leak that he had a little baby called "Feels Good" that just got released as Superman. That I think is kind of like an amazing Young Thug song. And even that one that's like the 7-minute song that he dropped where he's talking about Gunna and the whole situation. Honestly, just like it really just like fascinating, raw, and kind of like confessional, like ballad that I feel like when we look back on it one day, it's gonna be like, damn, that was just like a really just like interesting era of Thug. The problem is that the album is terrible. The Scotty album, it doesn't really reflect any of that. It's kind of just like Thug, kind of desperate, but it is just like an interesting position to watch a rapper in, and almost kind of like he almost tried to set up this, especially with that interview he did on that Big Bang podcast. He tried to set up like this kind of like, oh, my back is against the wall. I have to drop something to retain my relevancy. I don't think the album reflects that urgency, but just like a real just fascinating point to be in for him, you know?
I feel like what do you call it? That 7-minute song is like that was like the closest we got to peak Thug in a minute, in my opinion.
Really, really, especially like the last like 2 or so minutes. I'm just like, damn, that like gave me that feeling that I haven't felt with Thug probably since like the last decade.
Oh, for sure. I'm alone here, but I didn't like So Much Fun that much. Everybody loves that album.
I mean, I feel like that's becoming a more popular opinion as time goes on, and I think as people compare it to the older stuff. I mean, I like So Much Fun, but I mean, 1017 Thug or whatever, way better.
Like Barter 6 compared to So Much Fun is just laughable, in my opinion. And there's some stuff on there that I like on So Much Fun, but it's no Barter 6. It's no Slime Season 2 or anything. But yeah, so like man, Thug used to be one of my favorite artists, and it just sucks to see where he's at right now. Shout out to Big Bank. He's one of the best interviewers out. The guy's hilarious.
That was really like the only interview I watched. I watched a couple others with him, I guess, but it was kind of just like, I don't know. It didn't really appeal to me as an interview style. But I think with Thug, he kind of got like a lot out of him.
Big Bang just like a older nigga that's just he just like a nigga. It's like a nigga I know. It's just like every time I'm like, bro, this nigga a trip. Like nigga, he just funny. Like I remember it just like me and Rory always just laugh at little stuff he say, like when they were interviewing Young Buck, and Young Buck was talking about how 50 Cent be posting him and all this crazy stuff, and he like, man, I just laugh at him, man. It's funny, man, to me at this point. And I could tell bruh just wasn't respected what Buck had going on. And he say, bro, that shit ain't funny, bro. he say, bro, you ain't supposed to be laughing at that. And like he was just, I could tell he be trying to like be like he talked to niggas like from an OG perspective, and I could tell he just say what he wants. I respect that. There's not a lot of interviewers who have the respect that he does that can say whatever they want because they know ain't nobody gonna say nothing to him.
Yeah,
you know, like he say whatever he want to Thug. Not that he been disrespectful, but he just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm Bank. Like I can, you know what I'm saying? I can say what I want.
I mean, that's what's cool about the interview that no other person or interviewer would have probably got out of Thug, is that Thug really like respects Big Bank. And I think if me or you were interviewing Thug, he'd be like, who the fuck are you? Why should I talk to you like that? But with Big Bank, he's kind of just like, yeah, like you understand where I'm coming from. I know you, and I think so highly of you that I'm willing to like be this vulnerable. Yeah. And there's like a cynical way to look at it too, as if that whole outpouring of emotion was to just like sell albums. But I don't know, it felt kind of genuine to me at points. But yeah, even speaking of interviewers, not to even backtrack, did you ever watch Lil Tony's interview on the Bryce Crawford podcast?
I have no clue what that is.
Bryce Crawford is a evangelical Christian podcaster and streamer, and he did an interview with Lil Tony about his journey toward faith, and honestly, just like a crazy, just like rabbit hole to jump down. If you go through like who else Bryce Crawford is interviewing, it's like Adam 22 and Dave Blunts, and then like random just like religious figures. And I'm like, how did little Tony end up in this universe? And it's like a really just like,
why is he interviewing Adam 22? What are they going to talk about? I don't even think he believes in God. What are they going to talk about?
I think Bryce Crawford is, I think part of his persona is trying to like get people to see so he's almost like a like digital like preacher in a way, and trying to like, oh, but he's like a cool preacher.
One of those. Is he
Yeah,
white?
he's like a white kid with blonde hair from Georgia that like
Okay.
wears like long ass white tees and stuff that say "I heart Jesus" on them.
Should never trust anybody that brands himself as a cool preacher, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like those people are grifters.
Yeah, he goes to colleges, and like you should interview him. That's the type of person you should interview.
I don't. I have to do my research.
I feel like you do well with grifters.
Who else do I have an interview that's a grifter? You're gonna call the black woman that I interviewed yesterday a grifter?
No, never.
Okay, so who's a grifter?
No, you mean besides Tariq?
This nigga's a terrible person, ladies. I just want to let you guys know that this guy's a terrible person. I'm showing you guys. I will say before we get off the subject, you know who? Speaking of niggas I can sing with my Nate Dogg, you know who be singing?
Who?
Big Bang.
Really?
You ever heard Big Bang old music?
I've heard him like on like Thug songs and stuff like that. But I never heard his solo stuff.
Bro, he be singing, bro.
I mean, I can see it. He kind of got like that like deep rasp, and so I feel like it could translate to that.
You be singing. All right, I guess I'm next up real quick. We got who do I want to go with? And you say that I'm not a man that appreciates black people across the globe. Well, I'm finna prove you wrong, buckaroo. Because you know who's next up? Black British music. Jim Legacy. That guy's great. That guy's I want to interview him so bad. I want to see how much of a wrestling fan he is. Because he has to be a wrestling fan because he named one of the songs after a wrestling move that doesn't even get done in WWE. So it made me think he must really be tapped in because he's naming, you got a finisher that's not even done in WWE. He must be tapped in.
You saw that. I don't know if it was real. It looked fake.
Bad Bunny?
Timothy Chalamet saying that his favorite pay-per-view was ECW One Night Stand 2006.
You know where he said that, right?
It was like on Cody Rhodes shit or something.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes podcast. Yeah. What a cool. I have a conspiracy theory that Timothy Chalamet was probably a KTT user.
I mean, I can believe it.
He just seems he's a certain age range. He got knighted by Little B. Like it's just like, yeah, you're probably on KTT doing all of this.
He probably on there hating about. He's probably on there commenting about 9 Vicious versus Teasers right now.
Probably so. I like Timothy Chalamet because he does seem just like a regular guy. You know.
I mean, I think that's definitely. I mean, I'm not saying that he's not, but that's definitely the persona that he's presenting. Is that I'm just like you.
And like I said, I feel like just showing like older videos, like I said, him getting knighted by Little B. It's like, yeah, I think this is just like a regular guy. I like him.
You believe that he watches and thinks that highly of ECW One Night Stand 2006? I mean, it's a very. It's like one of those pay-per-views that is like a very popular pay-per-view among people who like wrestling, but people who, if you didn't know wrestling, you have no idea what you're talking about. So it's like a very interesting pick.
I think it's so specific that I believe it. It's such a specific pick, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, I could immediately picture that pay-per-view in my head, like Rob Van Dam being like held up and shit.
But that's not even the most popular one. Like the popular one was the ECW One Night Stand the year before. That's where Rob Van Dam was hurt. He couldn't even compete. That I feel like that's the one that people talk. I mean, people of course talk about the Cena match in the part 2, but the fact he picked part 2 was like, that's interesting because I feel like a lot of people might say part 1. So
06 is the one where Cena gets booed, right?
Yes, that's 06.
Yeah.
05 it was almost just like exclusively just like ECW people or whatever. ECW 06 had like more WWE people on it, like a John Cena and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one with like Big Show versus Kane or something, right?
I don't think that was something. I don't know if that was because they get booed on that. I do know they got booed.
Obviously, there's like 750 Big Show versus Kane matches, but
no, that was specific. They got booed because I remember Big Show was visibly mad that he was getting booed. But no, I believe that, bro. Like I said, that's such a specific pick. I don't think anybody told him that. He just probably grew up really liking wrestling.
yeah,
I mean,
Kane,
bro, he in the age range where that, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, he's like 29 or 30, so he's right
Is
there.
he 30? I thought he was probably like 27 or something.
I'm gonna look right now. Yeah, it says he's 29, and his 30th birthday is in like 2 weeks.
So okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes sense. That's yeah, I believe it. Shout out to Timothy Chalamet. You trying to hate? Look at you. You trying to hate on the man, bro. Shout out to Timothy Chalamet, bro.
I wasn't hating. I'm excited for Marty Supreme,
aka S.A. the Kid.
Why do you keep pronouncing it like that?
Whatever it is.
Okay, go back to your other British rapper.
Do you think he's Timothy Chalamet?
Bro, that is the corniest question ever. Go.
How was that corny? How was that corny?
Get that corny ass question out of here, bro.
How is bro? It's legit speculation about them. You know what I'm saying? How's that corny?
No, go back to Jim.
All right, man. Jim Legacy. That's crazy. Nigga can't even be inquisitive these days. Jim Legacy, great British artist. I don't even like British rap like that. Only British rap I really like is Skepta, S.A. the Kid, Jim Legacy, man. Shout out to Jim Legacy. He made it in that pantheon of great British rappers, man. He's a great the melodies, his production, Father. What else is on this album that I really love? The In the Sea of Rain, seen coming down, and I know, Father. Like everything on here is just beautiful. Like I said, the sound of the album is great. New David Bowie is so fire. '06 Wayne Rooney, crazy. I say hey hey I say hey hey I say hey love that song, bro. DBAB probably, or no, SOS is probably my favorite. SOS is crazy. I mean, bro, there's just so much good stuff on here, dog. Shout out to Dog, man. He's great.
I like that tape. I don't really love it. I wanted to like it more. I almost like Jim Legacy more in my head than I actually do when I listen to the songs, because when I listen to the songs, I'm like, oh, this is nice. It doesn't really make me feel a whole lot. Father's cool. There's that one song on that album. What's that song? It's called like Bang This Nuts in
Bang This Nuts in Canada Water.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite song on there. But it feels like even with a lot of like the British stuff of that scene, they all glom onto like this kind of like coming of age feel that doesn't really amount up to a lot to me. And even the Black British music idea, a lot of the album felt so tied to like the branding of it that I couldn't really get past that. But I do like him. I think he got a cool voice, and the way he kind of like goes back and forth between that kind of like misty voice singing and like light rapping is cool. Not my favorite album, but I do like him.
I loved it.
But we gotta get you on some UK rap shit.
I told you I'm listening to Timothy.
Bro, we listen to. We gotta put you on to Scraps' Back Part 2.
I think you should just go and say your next artist. It's not gonna happen, but you should just say your next artist.
Or you should pull up Scraps Free featuring Nines.
That just sounds like stupid.
Pull that up on YouTube while I talk about I'll just talk about DJ Elmo. Is a like classic like footwork producer. Put out an album this year that I just really played a lot. It was called Battle Zone, kind of like touches on that kind of like original kind of like footwork era, but also I feel really slows it down, and it's kind of weird and almost like offbeat at points. And I feel like even a lot of the rap that I've liked from Chicago this year was really like brushing up against the footwork sound. So maybe like even made me like it even more. Like like that little MU Top of Cars, some of the Mellow Buck songs, some of the Aspen Cartier songs. And so I just feel like it was a sound that I was generally into, and I feel like this album really just like was like me liking this album this much is kind of like a reflection of that. And I feel like I was also going back throughout the year listening to just like a lot of old like whether tech life stuff or just like kind of like footwork Lucy's and just like really just trying to immerse myself in that sound.
Once again, not a lot to say about that. I have been hearing a lot about like Chicago footwork scene coming back. I do like that song "On Top of Cars," "On Top of Cars," because that song is very catchy, and they say cars really funny in Chicago. So I do like that song. What's the artist's name?
DJ Elmo.
I'm gonna have to check out DJ Emo because I'm not adverse to listening to like Chicago.
I feel like I feel like I'd be a good person for you to interview. I feel like some like dance like DJs and producers. I feel like that'd be cool. Like
Yeah, I've been wanting to interview DJ DJ Chipmunk. That's the guy who made Peanut Butter Jelly Time, Ice Cream and Cream Cake, all that. I want to interview him so bad. He's a Florida legend. Shout out to him.
yeah. What's Florida's like? What's like the big dance music sound? Is just like bass music? Like what's like the big dance music sound of like?
Him,
Oh really?
Wu Tang. He created Wu Tang. You know, we ever heard of?
Yeah.
Isn't that going viral with TikTok or something? I don't know. You ever heard that before?
No, I heard it.
Yeah, Wu Tang. Um, like that type of music. Stick it. It's one called "Stick It and Roll It." Stick it in, stick it in, stick it in, roll it. Stick it in, stick it in, stick it in, roll it. That's all him. Like he kind of created like a lot of dances that we do down here. Stick it in the front, stick it in the back. There's a song called "Lip Bite Animal" that niggas used to be dancing to. It goes, "I'm a lip biting animal, lip biting animal," and niggas would dance to that. And a lot of it is fast paced, kind of. That you like the fast music down here. So, yeah, it's kind of that stuff right there. Like I said, he's kind of the creator of a lot of that.
Would you consider it bass music, or you think it's something different?
No, that's different. I mean, bass music. I mean, it's all based in it. All no pun intended. It is all based in Miami.
Yeah,
A lot of that
the
stuff.
bass music is fast too.
Yeah, sure. But I don't think ice cream and creamy cake or peanut butter jelly time is bass music, or maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not the bass music expert because bass music is some Miami stuff. Like niggas in Jacksonville don't claim like, oh yeah, we listen to bass music. That's some Miami. That's some Miami stuff. Miami culture, if you've ever come to realize, pretty different from other cultures of Florida.
Yeah.
They're kind of like y'all, pretentious in the sense where it's like, I'm not from Florida, I'm from Miami. You know how y'all.
You think that's true of like the entirety of Miami or certain pockets?
No, it's just Miami. Like they got their own thing going on. They're like mini y'all in the sense where it's more diverse. They got Haitians, they got Puerto Ricans, they got all type of stuff down there. In Jacksonville, we really only got Black American, White American.
Yeah.
So it's different culture for sure.
Your spiritual. I feel like culturally you're Cuban.
What does that mean? I
Like
voted for Trump.
In your spirit.
I voted for Trump. Is that what that means? Okay, I'm gonna say somebody that you probably don't know, since you said somebody I don't know, or maybe you know this person. You ever heard of Eves Jarvis?
Eves Jarvis. I don't think so. How you spell it?
Yves.
Nah.
So Eves. I mean, there's a lot of Eves out there. So you could be thinking about like
Eves
Eves.
Tumor.
Yeah, but no. Is that how you say it? I thought it was tumor. Is it tumor? Or are you just being fancy?
I don't know why I said it. It's probably tumor.
A nigga talking about two more. Oh no, Eves Jarvis is a Canadian light skinned nigga with an afro, and he makes like I don't even know how to explain what type of music this is. Kind of like I guess it's like alternative, but he also has like jazz music. He makes different types of genres. I think he's like a genreless artist for sure, but he's singing on all the songs. He's playing instruments. Very talented guy. Um, I interviewed him and he did a clip where he played like the notes of my voice with the guitar in like a little Instagram clip he did. So I'm like, so how are you doing today? Like, what's going on in Canada? Is Canada hot right now? Is it cold? And like he's like, but I'm like doing different inflections of my voice, and it's like he's like playing with the guitar. He's a super duper interesting, talented guy. Um, and yes, his he put out an album this year, and it was one of my favorite albums of the year. And I like that guy a lot. I had just found out about him this year. Super duper talented guy. Eves Jarvis went on tour with Fabiano Palladino, who was my favorite artist of 2024. And yeah, go check out All Cylinders. That's his tape.
I am listening to it. I haven't heard anything by him. Why do you think there's so many light skins in Canada?
It's cold. It's cold.
What's that got to do with it?
It was hot. You get a little dark.
I don't know. It sounds like bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna go to mine. We spoke about this rapper before, but I got a couple that we talked about before. But I'll go with Monaleo, another rapper who I listened to a lot this year. Honestly, just some of like the best, just like rap singles of the year. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them, whether it be like putting you down, we on that. Trying to think the other ones. I love that song Babyface E, PTP, Spare Change, like, and really just like I feel like it was a year where there weren't like too many just like rap singles that just took over. These are songs that I feel like probably should have if we were in like a more like united rap listening sphere, which we're not. And yeah, I remember earlier this year I got to go down to Houston, do a story on her. I went to her house. Thunder for Vegas was there, staring me down. It was cool. Yeah. But
That's just funny, nigga staring you down.
when I pulled up to the house. I drove there. It was like in the outskirts of Houston. I pulled up. I parked right in front of the house, and Thunder for Vegas was like pulling into the driveway, in his G-Wagon. He was walking out with their son. He was like dragging some big ass box full. I don't know what was in there. And I'm like, "Yo, what's up? My name's Alphonse." And he's just looking at me. He's like, "Well, from Pitchfork." So, "Oh, you say from Pitchfork?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, "Oh, you guys be shitting on Monaleo, right?" And I'm like, "Bro, I didn't do nothing, bro." Like, I was like, "I'm just here to do an interview with her." And he was just looking at me. He's like, and he turned around and started walking. Didn't even say nothing. I just followed him in. But then after that, somebody pointed out to me. I remember I was telling my friend this, and like, "Oh yeah, you shit on Thunder for Vegas' record." I was like, "Man, I never reviewed Thunder for Vegas in my life." And I went on the site, and I was like, "Damn, I gave him like a 4 or something."
Yo, what if he remember? What if he looked you up? Like, let me look this nigga up, and then he seen that. I was like, man, look at that bitch ass nigga. He probably saw that, bro.
I was like, damn, I don't remember ever writing about Thunder for Vegas in like full. Like I obviously wrote about like some of him in like the baby songs and stuff like that. But yeah,
Damn, that's crazy, man.
cool rapper.
Shout out to Thunder for Vegas. Shout out to I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. I love that song. I love the what, how you say the song, the pro black song,
Sexy Sulan.
Sexy Sulan? I love that song. That song is so fire to me. She was rapping on that too. The you're not supposed to put the purse on the ground, but this coin purse like smacking the concrete. I thought that was fire bar. She's good. She's good. I like her.
Another reason why the Tariq Nasheed subset is gonna hate on you. I like this song.
It's funny. Well, I don't even know what to say. You guys tune into the next Trump speech where he talked about scamming black people or something. You see that where he said, "Black people know a good scam." Hey, I was like, "Hey, he's not wrong." All right. Well, since we're talking about black people I'll keep it going. Go my guy, man. This nigga had me voguing in the crib. I turn into the gayest person when I listen to Duran Bernard. I love Duran Bernard, bro. I told you I'd be like doing all the voguing, like fucking like drag race RuPaul stuff. Like I'm in the room, like bro, he's my guy, bro. I love this dude.
Is that how you complimented his music to his face?
No, I haven't interviewed him. I would tell him this though for sure. I would definitely tell him like, bro, I fucking like vogue to this. I love this shit, bro. You bring out something in me when I listen to this album. Yes, I would definitely tell him this. I love this album, bro. It makes me expressive.
What does it sound like?
Beauty. It sounds like uh there's a few different sounds on here. He's doing all types of crazy stuff on here. It's like almost like gospel sound and stuff sometimes, but then it's like pop stuff. But it's an R&B album. It's just a good R&B album. That's the best way I could put it. Uh there's some dance stuff on here. The song Flounce, that's the one. That's my jam right there. Freaking this jam. Crazy song. Love that song. But that's not a representation of the album. That's more of like a dancey song. He has slower stuff on here. He has stuff that's fast paced. It's great. I love Duran Bernard. I've been telling you about this album this whole year. Or I've been telling you that like this is my guy. I love Duran Bernard, bro.
Nah, yeah, I feel like every time I talk to you, you're like, yo, Duran Bernard.
Yeah, I've been saying, man. I've been on the Duran Bernard train for a few years. I interviewed him before, but he hadn't had an album that was this good. He's had some solid albums, but this would be my album of the year if it wasn't for another person on my list. This is
I'm
my
surprised,
number.
I'm surprised I don't hear about him from anybody but you. I feel like even from just that like clip you just played, I feel like that's a sound that travels well.
Yeah, I don't get it. And I mean, let me see. He has T-Pain on here. That's just like that's a pretty nice size feature. But
Is he from Florida?
no, I don't know where Duran Bernard's from, but I would know he's from Cleveland. I would know if he was from Florida. He's from Cleveland. He's really good though. The T-Pain song is phenomenal. I mean, yeah, I just don't think enough people know about him. Unfortunately, that's what it comes down to. But if you want a really good R&B album, go listen to Duran Bernard Bloom. I think it's the best R&B album of the year.
Yeah. My next one is just like a more general, just like pick of like the DMV scene in general.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom after you say it again, by the way.
Yeah, bro, you drinking over there?
I drink a lot of water.
It's just the DMV scene in general. I feel like there's a few rappers that fall under this umbrella of like KP Skywalker, Skino, Have Emotion, Paco Panama, Neo Paid, and I mean there's like so many rappers from that scene that have just been that made some of my favorite music this year. The KP Skywalker one, the first one, For the Freakers, I like a lot, but the second one, I Tried to Tell You, is really like my favorite album of the year. I feel like it really takes like the hardened sound of like DC drill-esque music that they call free car music. It really just makes it its own with all these like R&B samples and kind of just like these really personal, laid-back stories that brush up against like violence and like sex and romance and all that shit at the same time. Even what we were talking about with Boosie before, it kind of reminds me of that. It's just like a lot of him just like pulling up on his grandma or his mom or his dad.
I don't think you said the artist.
Oh, that was KP Skywalker.
Oh, I thought you said people like KP Skywalker. I didn't know he was the artist. Okay.
No, yeah. And but yeah, and it really reminds me of Boosie in that way, of where you really just feel like you are brought, like you're like in the passenger seat riding along with him as he goes through DC and PG County up to Baltimore, where he's like taking their lingo and stuff like that. Lawrence Burney wrote like a cool piece this year on like the origins of the word bit, which KP Skywalker like uses just like all the time on the album. I Tried to Tell You, and he like it's kind of cool because he like twists the word into like meaning nothing and everything at the same time. And so sometimes it's like bip, 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 bippity, bip, bip. And that might sound like nothing, but it feels like such like a cool, like stylistic touch to play with words like that. Almost reminds me of like some like 80s rap and stuff like that. So yeah, really, really my favorite album of the year.
All right. I once again another artist that I'm not really up onto. I've definitely heard about him a lot, but I would have to go check out KP Skywalker. Um, but before I go on, I do want to go back a little bit and talk about something I said about Randy Menard and me talking about like him being gay. I think that actually plays a big part into this album, which I think I told you. Because I think one of my main criticisms about R&B right now, a lot of niggas just too cool for school R&B. Oh, man, I broke her heart. I'm a bad guy. Look at me, I'm a bad man. It's like, all right, no emotions, no expressiveness. I feel like flamboyant gay men are usually very expressive people in general, you know? And I feel like he is a very expressive person and he puts his personality in the music. I feel like I don't know a lot of these new R&B male acts anything about their personality because they're just too cool for school. They're just monotone singing. I feel like I know him. I feel like he's expressing so many emotions on this album. And like I said, I just feel like gay men who are like really confident in themselves and flamboyant usually are super duper expressive. And I'm going to show you how I am. And I feel like I know a lot about him just by listening to the way he expressed himself. Even if I don't listen to the lyrics, his expressions are they cut through very clearly in his music. And I feel like a lot of straight male R&B acts are not expressing themselves these days, and I feel like that's a problem. So just want to throw it out there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a valid like critique of some R and B. Obviously, there's so much R and B.
Sure,
I feel like there's a tendency to just be like R and B sounds like this, even though there's it's such a big
sure.
genre. But I mean, a lot of like popular R and B, I would agree with that. With like even I was listening to the Leon Thomas album, and it's a lot of just like kind of vague like I'm a player, but also like I'm kind of cool, but I feel you, and no. And I don't know if like I come away from that was from his EP, the Folks EP. I don't know if I come away from that like really knowing anything about him besides what I already know is that he was like on Nickelodeon and all this stuff, blah blah blah. And so that does make me want to listen to Rampinar is that you feel like there is like that personal streak. Even to tie back to KP Skywalker, like I feel like listening to his album, I feel like I know who he is. I feel like I know what he stands for, what he believes, and even he's not like planting down a flag, but you feel like you get to know somebody like through their album. And if I don't feel that, I'm probably not gonna like your album.
Well, since you're talking about somebody that you feel like you know, I'll go to somebody that I did not know them until I interviewed them because if I listen to their music, they feel like they're just pretty. How can I put it? Kind of just like a weird artsy guy. But I interviewed him. I'm like, this is the most regular nigga of all time. I love him even more. Nourished by Time. Nourished by Time is boy. That is my artist 2025. That guy's amazing. The Passionate Ones is insane. I've ranted about this album enough. I don't know if you're subscribed to me. Just you've probably heard me talk about it. If you haven't, just go watch the review. I'm not going to talk about it again. I love that album. I love that guy. That guy's great. Shout out to Nurse by Time.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good album. Like even when you at one point you surprised called me maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. You put Nourish by Time on the phone, and I was like, "Yo, baby, good song." Um,
Yeah, I forgot about that. We were on his live stream, by the way. That I
but
forgot.
that was his live stream. For some
Yeah,
reason,
he was doing a 24-hour live stream to promote the album, and he live streamed for 24 hours, and he wanted me to hop on, and I was like, I'm gonna call Alphonse. He was like, yeah, call him. He was like, that guy hates everything. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call him.
he got that one song with Tony Montana on there I like a lot. Um, there's a couple. It really like I really like how it's kind of like feels really intimate, but also something that you could imagine dancing to too. And so I like the stuff that strikes that balance.
Yeah.
Um, I guess I'll go to another artist I talked about a lot. we don't even have to belabor this one. I know how you feel about it. It's just I just wanted to bring up Baby Mel again. You know, that's just like voice of the year, voice of the internet. Did you see that video of him getting into
Jamaican. Oh,
getting into a fight with
oh, I did see that. I thought you were about talking about the Jamaican video, but yeah, I did.
getting into a fight with Fat Mac at the Young Boy show,
Yeah.
and with the other Fat Mac, and so it's not funny that they're fighting at the Young Boy show, but it is just the idea of the two Fat Macs beefing over the name Fat Mac. Is it's pretty fascinating.
I think Control the Traffic is one of my favorite hip hop songs. Even though it came out last year, late last year, I'm gonna say it's this year. I like that song a lot. We control the traffic. Get down and lay down, the nigga. Why? We control the traffic. I like that.
See, honestly, you do a good Baby Mel.
But that song that I'm always talking about, I don't know what he's saying. The song with the amazing beat, the boom, 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 boom.
You know what your problem is?
What?
You are jealous because you think that you should be a big rapper, and then you see Baby Mel come out here screeching his way to some internet hits, and you're like, I'm better than him.
I just want to know what he's saying. It's not even that. He might be good. I don't know what he's saying. I like Control the Traffic because I can understand what he's saying. Rory was telling me some bars he was saying in that one song. What's the one song I'm talking about? It's the boom 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 boom.
There's no Baby Mel song that sounds like that. That sounds like Durant Bernard.
Literally, I'm finna play you what I'm talking about and I'm gonna do it one more time. Tell me I didn't just do this perfectly. He goes boom 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 boom. I just did it perfectly. That's literally what it is. Ain't my fault. Yeah, that's that song. He said, "When you're doing good, they're gonna say something bad about you." That's that song right there. I like that, and I like he said something about like the girl, like he trying to holler at his girlfriend, but she ain't trying to talk to him. I like what I could hear, but I just don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, I kind of like that about too. I feel like some of it's like pretty conversational.
Yeah.
He'll just like be like, "Oh, I'm talking to this person, not saying this. Like, I hit up this girl, she was with it or she wasn't with it. Like, you know."
Shout out to him. I guess we'll go on. I will go Suave. You been checking out Suave this year?
I have not.
You know what it is, right? No?
Yeah.
Suave's had a great year this year. He has, I feel like 2024, he was kind of bubbling because what's the name kind of stole his song for no, that was this year, bruh. Stole his song for a diss. What's the nigga Reason?
Yeah.
The nigga Reason like stole his idea for a diss on a Joey Badass. Now
Reason. What's his name?
Is it not Reason?
No, it's not Reason. It's the other.
No, it's Reason, bro.
Bro.
The nigga from TDE, right? Is his name Reason or no?
It's Ray Vaughn.
No, it's not Ray. It was Reason. I remember it was Reason. It wasn't Ray Vaughn because he was in a group chat with Reason, and Reason did something. I don't remember exactly what happened, but it was Reason. Trust me. Reason is a nigga that I hear, and I'm like, I can rap better than Reason. Reason stinks. That's a nigga I hear, and I'm like, how does nigga sign TDE? Now that's a nigga sit up. But Suave has been producing this year. He's been rapping this year. It's just completely fun music, and I feel like he's doing the best rapping of his career. He just brought a deluxe to his album. What that was like last week. Suave is on fire right now. Who's on that? I think Overcast is on that. Yeah, it's called No Deluxe. Billy 2 is the original album. So many good stuff off there. I love Bishop. Nassan is on there. Proof Son. Bean was really good. Off the Leash. Dun Dun is my favorite song. Billy 2 No Deluxe has your girl Anicia. That's a good song. He's just really good, bro. Like, it's just if you want some fun, good projects that are rap projects, Suave, he killed it this year, bro. I love Suave.
Yeah, I had no idea that dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta listen to that. But what's the one they dropped before that?
Billy. No, no. Al Meet the Sun. That was
Yeah,
2022.
yeah. I feel like I like that one.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to this new one. Next, I'll go to this is just a general of just like another group of like hit makers. They're not like an official group, but just like all like the girls of Atlanta this year. Like the Bun and B and YK Niece and
Okay.
Bankroll Knee and Pluto. Just honestly, whenever I was like DJing or doing my radio show, I was always playing like songs by them, just like fun ass songs that I feel like just like gave the Atlanta scene just like a real just like boost and just like brought some like fun vibes to them. I think my favorite one of all those songs, I mean, I like Bun and B's "It's Me," Bankroll Knees, "Fine Shit." Bro, there's so many songs called "Fine Shit." You got Bankroll Knee, you got Bun and B, you got Playboy Cardi. I'm a song called "Fine Shit." This is a lot.
My
And
mama made what's the girl to say? My mama made some fine shit. What song it is?
that's
My mama made some fine shit.
I can sing, but I can't remember the name. And then even like the appearance, like the YKD song on the Metro album, which I thought was cool. I thought it was kind of just like um maybe like going back into the past too much and didn't really feel like it was like adding anything new to it. But it's a fun album. There's that one song Bankroll Me and Bun and B got with Jay Money and Jermaine Dupri. Like even Jermaine Dupri was coming back and getting in on the wave. And so yeah, just like a really just like a lot of like big fun pop rap drill like trap futuristic songs that I play a lot.
Speaking of ghetto, I mean, I say ghetto in a pot. No, shut up, bro. Shut up. I'm gonna literally give somebody a compliment. Calm down. One of the most ghetto black moments of the year is YK Niece on Take Me Through There. That is one of the most purest black moments I've heard this year. It's so black that I'm surprised it is viral. I'm like, this is this is incredible. It's the she
It's
said,
so black they surprise it's fire.
huh?
It says so black they surprise it's fire.
No, that is viral.
Oh, viral.
I'm surprised it is viral. It's so black. It's the what she say? She say she don't know what she doing. That bitch just giving it out. What the hell? Like just that whole part right there. Have we talked about Hood Rich Pablo Juan first reaction to that song?
No, I never saw that.
He's in the car listening to it and he just giggling. He loves her part. He's like cause she say what she say before she say something about she say he ain't even having a lot. She say something like he ain't even having a lot, and then he's pausing and say she told me he ain't even having no stuff. He was so fascinated by it. Shout out to Rich Pablo Wine. Not on my list, but could definitely be on my list. Only reason he's not on my list because he only has that one song. But that one song has dominated my life since it came out. His first day out. Love that. But no, yeah, she has one of my favorite. I like Bunna B. Bunna B seems like she's always laughing. Like she seems like such a good personality to have. I like her. I haven't heard a Pluto song, and I heard a snippet, and it sounded awful, so I avoided Pluto.
I mean, you heard Pluto. You heard Win Whammy.
Never heard Win Whammy. Never heard Win Whammy. I've stayed away from that song.
Bro, you definitely heard Win Whammy. It's like
she needs to change her name. All right. Well, she needs to do. But
bullshit. You definitely heard Win Whammy, even in just like a clip, like the
telling you, I've heard probably like 3 seconds of that song. I've never heard that song outside of some Lululemon. That's all I've heard. But
yeah, I don't know. I feel like they probably played at like Jacksonville brunch spots.
Probably the brunch spots be talking about now that's ghetto in a I'm gonna call that ghetto in a derogatory way. They be twerking at 11 in the morning. Nigga trying to eat waffles, bro. Can you calm down, man? But all right. I guess the first white person will make their appearance on this list right here. I've been wanting to sing the song on my channel and I have not yet. Tell me how you feel. You know what that is? Love will be revealed. You know what that is?
Yeah.
It's Cameron Winter. I love that guy. Cameron Winter has dominated my 2025. I wanted to review the album, I just haven't. His album is crazy. Shout out to Cameron Winter. I know a lot of people on the Geese album. I like the Geese album, but this album right here, I think is better than the Geese album. I'm sorry, guys. His album is nuts. Heavy Metal is one of those ones, and yeah, I'll say that.
Well, Eric, I'm proud of you that you're being honest with yourself, and that you want to move to New York. You know, get a nice apartment in Bushwick and just like smash so many white girls. Like I'm proud of you that you just came out with that.
You're nuts.
I think that pick will help you get there, and you could be like,
bro, that guy's great, bro. Cameron Winter. It's like if you like King Cruel, you gotta like Cameron Winter.
You're gonna go Hinge and be like your topic and be like, what are you into? But oh no, Cameron Winter, he really has the album of the year, you know.
Hey man, what's your next album? Or what's your next artist?
Do you want to come out to the Geese show with me? You know?
Oh my gosh, what is your next artist, nigga?
No, like Lennon Dunham was really hated on back in the day. But, you know.
Nigga, this must be your bag 10 years ago or something, nigga. You're crazy.
10 years ago.
You're funny.
Have you seen the new episode of I Love LA?
You're hilarious. See, you tapped in with white people, bro. You see how much stuff you naming, dog? You really be tapped in with the white people.
Have you watched I Love LA?
I haven't. I know something that I can only tell you off camera, but yeah, it's the only reason I know what it is. It's that thing. But,
you know something about the show?
I know something about somebody on the show. So yeah.
Give me a hint.
No, I'm telling you off camera, nigga.
Well, you don't have to say the thing.
I mean, it's just a thing about somebody. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is it about Forrest Whitaker's daughter?
I don't know. I've never seen the show. I don't know what this person even does on the show.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Okay, the next person I'll name, honestly, One Up T, rapper from Detroit. He has one of my favorite songs of the year, Need That, again with Babyface E. He put out an album a couple weeks ago that I don't love, but the specific songs that I like on there, like A Fuse, is one with Nino Pate on there that I like a lot. Just like a really just like kind of like thoughtful motivation rapper that sometimes slips into like these really regressive themes that probably shouldn't crack me up, but do. I feel like one of the things he's always rapping about is just like, all you girls should be looking up to nuns instead of Sexy Red. I'm tired of this shit. he raps about that like way too much. But just like, to me, one of the funniest rappers whose intent is not to be funny.
That's really funny. I've never heard that before. That's really funny. A woman looking up to Sexy Red is kind of crazy, but that's funny, man.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. They want to make good music.
Sure, if you're looking at it from a music perspective, but if you're looking up to Sexy Red, the person, that is a very interesting person to look at. Like, let's not be too woke here. It's a pretty crazy person to look up to, buddy.
Who's the craziest person you ever looked up to?
The craziest person. I didn't look up to this person. This is a person I respected, and he let me down. I was like, I'll never put my faith in a white man again. Russell Brand.
Damn, what? Russell.
This is like late 20 teens, like 2018, 2019. I was locked in with Brad. He was interviewing a lot of interesting people that I was like, man, he was interviewing like this super pro-black nigga from the UK that I followed. I forget his name, but his last name Andrews. I know it was like first time I would have came. And he was just talking to interesting people and having interesting conversations. But then he just flipped, and after COVID, he became super duper like hesitant of COVID, and he started siding with like right-wing people. And I was like,
yeah, mad allegations. That's why.
No. This is before the allegations. This is before the allegations. He started to get in this. Trust me, I was a big subscriber of Russell Brand. I know when this happened way before the allegations, and I was just like, what is that? I was like, this is literally the opposite of what he was doing a few years ago. So didn't look up to him, but I was rocking with Russell Brand.
That's crazy. I feel like the only Russell Brand. I mean, I like Forgetting Sarah Marshall and get him to the Greek, which has a crazy cast. Now you look back at it, it got Russell Brand, Aziz is in there, Diddy.
Let's not put in Z's in. That's crazy. That's to put them next to that's crazy.
No, I wasn't saying they're all on the same level. I was just saying that
that's crazy.
Just like a group of people there. Did you watch that's a movie I didn't watch this year, the Aziz Ansari movie.
I didn't.
He had like a director. He like directed a movie this year with like Seth Rogen.
I did not know that. I mean, speaking of canceled people, did you watch Magazine Dreams? Produced by Zeus Network?
I did not. Produced by
it was distributed. It was something done. I think it was distributed by Zeus Network.
I watched some of the Jonathan Majors and the NLE Choppa roundtable.
All right.
with Kirk Franklin and Kev on stage. I feel like you probably know Kev on stage.
Amp is a Kev on stage stan, but I don't know Kev on stage.
That seems like that's part of like your like circle.
I want to interview Kev on stage. He seems like a good guy. I like him.
I don't know anything about him except he's in that roundtable and like tweets sometimes.
Yeah, he's like a harmless, funny guy. He's a clean comic. I like him. He's a funny guy. That's like a part of my gimmick, I guess. I like wholesome stuff. He's like a very wholesome guy. So yeah,
he's a clean comic. I guess you do like clean comics. There's that other big one you like.
Where's this joke going? Where is this joke going? Who's the clean comic I like?
I won't even say it. Okay.
Is it my turn now, or is it your turn? Because I said Cameron Winter. Did you go after Cameron Winters?
Nah. I did one up T, so it's your turn.
Yes, I thought. So we got two more left, or I got two more left at least. I'm gonna go this person. I don't have to say a lot because you interviewed him. I interviewed him. You know who I'm gonna say?
T's agreeing.
Dro. Mexico.
Mexico Dro.
Oh.
Dro. I was like Young Dro.
No. I do want to interview Young Dro, but no. Mexico Dro probably is one of my favorite producer rappers of this year. I interviewed the nigga once again. I'm not finna go into super detail. I talked about why I liked bro. You kind of talk about elaborate, so you don't really got to respond to this one. But yeah, man. Shout out to Mexico Joe. I feel like we've talked about bro a lot this year. So yeah, shout out to Mexico Joe.
Yeah, just really. I remember I spoke to you after I interviewed with him. Just like a really kind of like a contentious personality, but like a real like straight shooter in a way that is like kind of off-putting because I feel like me personally, you're probably not even used to that type of like directness and being like, man, why are you wasting my time right now with that question? like shit like that. But
no nonsense type of guy.
Really is. But yeah, cool music. Also another one with like a streak of religiousness to it.
Oh yeah, for
sure. And just a lot of him drinking wine and chilling with his dogs, and you know, sounds like a good life right there. And the last one I'll name is just, I mean, probably biggest rap of the year, Young Boy. I didn't get to go to his show this year, which is something that's probably my biggest regret of the year, not from a life perspective.
You had your green. I mean, I thought it was definitely gonna be from a life perspective. Did you have a green flag ready for the show?
I did not, but yeah, the album, the Make America Slime Again album, obviously, kind of like a cursed album in a way, but also there's a bunch of songs I do like on there. But my favorite Young Boy stuff actually from the year is probably like the Lucy's. Like that's the one song "What You Is" and Mellow Racks. He recently put out this one with this remix of the T.I.'s 24. It's called Boss Man D-Lo remix, which I like a lot. Yeah, just a rapper at a really just like fascinating point of where we've probably been talking about him forever, but he seems to have like crossed over in a different way this year, which is the way people talk about him is always fascinating to me, just because they could tend to talk about him like the way like the Discovery Channel talks about like a lion or something. They're like, oh man, look at him, like almost like he's not a human. Um, and I think the music is like extremely human, maybe sometimes to a detriment. Like there's that what's that one NLE Choppa diss song he put out a few weeks ago where he's just talking about like he's like, oh, he talks about like his girl like sleeping with KD or something.
I actually didn't hear that.
Oh, you hear that? He was like, oh, my girl slept with Kevin Durant. He's like, I'm a whooper for that. But
I don't know if I heard that one. I think I might have been off the loop. I didn't know he responded to in the lead chopper.
Yeah, he has a couple times, like subliminally. But yeah, just like I think super flawed and complicated music while also still becoming a lot bigger, maybe in a different way of than he was before, with like that tour and just like people online really seeing it and being like, damn, this is kind of undeniable. And so yeah, just continues to be an interesting rapper.
You know, I blame a couple things. One, I blame the animalification, I guess if that's a word, of him on y'all. You know, a lot of
Ooh,
black people. A lot of black people. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. You know, a term like YN that just helps do it. That's a very animalistic type of, because with the way people talk about YNs, that phrase is so stupid to me. It's always very like zoo animal, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at these
for
YNs out
sure.
here. YNs. And anybody can get any black man can get labeled a YN, or any young black man can get labeled a YN. You could be the nerdiest nigga all time. Let you just have on a certain outfit or something. Oh, look at these YNs right here. It's like, is this how we're gonna talk about each other? You know? Is this how we talk about black people? Is how black people talk about black people? So that's a whole different conversation. But I think even that lends itself to viewing young boy, because his fans are the crazy YNs or whatever, you know. So I
Yeah.
think that's so lame and green and whatever words you want to put on it.
I mean, I agree with you. I think it's like I feel like every time I hear it, I kind of cringe a little bit. I feel like just in general, I feel like we're not skeptical enough of language, and I feel like we accept the words that are used online or on TikTok or whatever and adopt them into like the way we speak too easily. And so even it could be something like a lot of people use the word online slop, and I feel like it's a word that doesn't. I feel like it doesn't really mean anything, and has become much like a catch-all for something people don't like. And so I feel like there are a lot of like really just like undescriptive or super like coded language that is popular right now, and YN is probably like the biggest like example of that.
Terrible. Um, but I get into my last artist,
Yeah.
future Florida legend. Any idea who I'm going to say? It's not 730 Turk. I took 730 Turk off because we talked about him earlier. Any idea who I'm going to say? Future Florida legend.
Future.
Only one project out.
I got no idea.
It smells like 730 Turk, but it's not. It's actually somebody younger than 730 Turk, and his name is Gabriel Jacoby.
But
Are you familiar?
I want to say I am. It sounds familiar, but tell me about him.
Light skin singer.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
okay, yeah, light skin singer. He blew me away because I had never heard of him. Someone on KZC tagged me and was like, "Yo, you heard about bruh?" And I was like, "What is this? This is crazy." He even has the legend Tom G on there. You ever heard of Tom G song?
I haven't.
Tom G's Tampa rapper. He's an actual legend. He's been around for forever. Um, yeah, Tom G's one of them niggas he's like a Florida like if you think about like all the legendary Florida rappers, he's like up there. So the fact that he was on the album, like, oh yeah, he's tapped in. But then I found out that he grew up in Florida. He grew up in Tampa, where he's from. So I'm like, okay, he knows what he's talking about. So yeah, man, I love that tape. Shout out Tom G. Tom G has a bunch of classic songs that Florida people play. One being "My Dog Just Jumped." Niggas play that when niggas got out of jail. My dog just jumped. He also has "I Should Have Kept My Dick in My Pants." Another classic song. They go, I should have kept my dick in my pants. Man, I should have kept my dick in my pants. Should have kept my dick in my pants. Should have kept my dick in my pants. Shout out to Tom G for that. He also, my favorite, he rapped over "Better Believe It" by Jeezy, and such a good freestyle. So yeah, I'm talking way more about Tom G than Gabriel Jacoby, but regardless, I just reviewed his project. That guy, he is a beast. Love that guy, Gabriel Jacoby. Yeah.
I didn't know he dropped the full project. I listened to a couple songs. This is the one where he's like in the pickup truck with the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And then there's the one where he's like wearing do rag in the backyard, the wave cap or whatever.
That was the first one I heard. That one.
Yeah, that was the one. I don't remember even how I heard it. But I liked it. But there was something I found a little generic or was skeptical of. Maybe it's just the way it's being presented to me, like the super light skinned guy with the wave cap on. I was like, but
his hairline could be cooked, by the way. That's a possibility.
What you said?
His hairline could just possibly be cooked.
Could be. Oh, I feel like he got a hairline.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen him without something on his head. So. People can say the same about me, but I've shown my hair. So
Yeah,
you've seen my hair.
Yeah, bring it out.
Bring it out.
Prove it.
Prove it. No, I'm not gonna strip for you. I'm not gonna strip for you, freak.
prove that shit.
You want to see it? See, my hairline is like, I don't have a tape up right now, so whoa. But no, I don't have. I need tape up. That's all. my hairline is present. I just need to go to the barber.
Yeah, but no, I gotta listen to that full album.
Wash my hair.
Yeah. Now you out here checking yourself out in the.
No, because I'm looking at. Yeah, I haven't looked at myself in a mirror this morning. I just woke up with the bonnet and just said, "Let's start." I gotta wash my hair and stuff. But I guess we could quickly, since we've been talking people's head off, we could quickly do the movie TV thing and get out of here.
Yeah.
You said 5. I broke the rules and I put 6 TV shows because I could not add this last TV show. A lot of these TV shows people probably have seen. Everybody talked about Adolescence this year. You know,
I didn't see it.
Really? Do you know what that is?
No, yeah, I heard about it.
It's short, it's a mini series. You definitely should check it out. Do you know about the kid being like this is first time ever acting or whatnot? So
yeah,
basically about it's like a show about like kids being red pilled in real life. So not in real life, but like in TV. So it's good. Fight Night, boy, enough black people ain't talk about that for me. You know what Fight Night is?
I feel like you brought it up to me before. That's the one on like Peacock or something.
Yeah, it had like a all-star black cast. Had Kevin Hart, Samuel Jackson, what's my one? What's my one man name? Not Don Cheadle, but what's Brett name?
Somebody that's not Don Cheadle, like
Don Cheadle, not Don Cheadle. Oh my gosh, freaking! He was in a DNA video with Kendrick. Oh my gosh, hold on.
I mean, Don Cheadle is in this show.
I'm tripping. Yes, I'm tripping. Yes, Don Cheadle. I'm tripping. I'm thinking about. I always confuse Don Cheadle with Wesley Snipes. That's where I was going with that. But Don Cheadle. It's a great show. It's a flip on Saturday night Uptown or Uptown Saturday Night. Excuse me. That's Bill Cosby.
That's the comedian I was talking about before. The clean comedian.
I told you I met Bill Cosby.
You met him?
Yeah, I met Bill Cosby.
Where?
In middle school. He came to our middle school to speak. I went to like a pretty prestigious middle school. Going back to what we were talking about off camera, that like we have some pretty prestigious schools. I went to art school, and like nigga, some people have been there. Nigga, what's the name came there dancing? Emmett Smith. He was on dance. He was on Dance with the Stars, and we have like a really big dance studio, so he needed to practice there. So he was dancing in the studio. But no, Bill Cosby came out. I'll never forget. Our teacher came. It was seventh period, and the teacher came and was like, "Yo, like we're not gonna do anything today because we're gonna go see Bill Cosby." So all the black kids, oh my god, we're gonna see Bill Cosby. The white kids, who? Bill who? The teacher's like, you don't know.
The white kids didn't know who Bill Cosby was.
No clue who Bill Cosby was. This would have had to been 2013. 2013. And they had no idea who Bill Cosby was. So Bill Cosby came and he spoke to us, and it was interesting. So yeah, good movie. The rehearsal, feel like everybody kind of talks about that. I feel like that would be something that would be added in my white person from New York bio, whatever you were doing there.
That would help you. The Cameron Winter, the rehearsal, like you're gonna be doing well.
I'm a day one Nathan Fielder stan though. So shout out to Nathan Fielder. The Chair Company. Also, I feel like a lot of people are talking about that right now. Everybody loves Tim Robinson, hilarious guy. But the two that I want to talk about, The Day of the Jackal. The Day of the Jackal. Are you familiar with The Day of the Jackal?
I'm familiar with the original Robert Redford movie. I haven't seen the new one.
The main actor, his name Eddie Redmayne. Eddie Redmayne, phenomenal. Needs all the awards. Amazing TV show. Literally nobody I've seen talk about it. If you don't watch anything, maybe the last one you should watch too if you haven't seen it. That show, I love that show.
What was it on?
Peacock as well.
Yeah. I mean, the original movie is a classic.
Never seen the original, so you seen the original. I haven't. I need to go see that.
It's a classic conspiracy thriller. Is this one in the same? I guess you haven't seen. Is it a conspiracy thriller as well?
It's a spy. No, it's a hitman thriller.
Yeah.
It's about a hitman. So, and lastly, and I'll let you say your shows. Have you seen Task?
I have seen Task.
You like Task?
No.
You're I almost insulted you right there. What do you mean you don't like Task?
Oh man, my wife is dead, and my son's in jail, and this other guy's wife is dead, and this other guy's wife is dead, and
First of all, I'm going to cut you off because I don't care what you're saying. Mark Ruffalo is one of the best actors of our generation. All right,
Mark Ruffalo gained some weight for this role.
Mark Ruffalo is one of the best we've ever seen.
He used to be a priest.
Gosh, that was a great movie. I mean, that's a great TV show. What are your dumb TV shows? All right,
you say so. Like, oh man,
what are your dumb TV shows?
I'm such a sad FBI agent. Oh my god, so hard.
What are your dumb TV shows?
Free my light skinned son. Okay.
Yeah. How about we free his light skinned son? Right? How about that?
I'll start off with some
free my light skinned son. That was funny. That was funny.
I'll start with Taylor Sheridan's Landman season 2. It's only halfway through right now. Have you watched Landman yet?
And I'm the hick. And I'm the hick. You're watching Taylor Sheridan shows, and I'm the hick. Okay.
Really, just a show completely on its own wavelength. In season 2 so far, we got Demi Moore has taken over John Hamm's oil company.
That's all of his shows. Eddie, you stole my land. I need my land. I want my land back. I need my land. That's all of the shows. I need my land.
But this one's different because even like when they're involved with the cartel, they just have like these really just like transcendent kind of meandering scenes of nothing, of maybe just like Billy Bob Thornton and his wife Allie Lauder just at dinner, and these scenes just last for like 20 minutes. There was one in a recent episode where they were at like a bar with Andy Garcia and his wife and just like shooting the shit all night. I I honestly teared up at the most recent episode with Sam Elliott sitting in front of the sunset, being like, I just want to live life. And man, just it's it's the stupidest show on TV that also makes my heart sing.
The only clip I've ever seen from that show that almost made me watch was when they had Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones.
Oh yeah, he shows up at John Hamm's bedside.
They said he improv that.
I mean, I believe it. It's not really. It was kind of just him talking.
But it was really good. It was really good.
I don't know if I consider it good. It was passable.
Nah, for somebody who doesn't act, that was pretty good. But keep going with your dumb shit.
The only other show on the wavelength of Landman is Bel Air, but
which is actually great TV. I just finished that last night. Well, I watched the last episode last night.
I didn't finish it yet. I'm like 3 episodes behind.
Okay, I ain't gonna spoil it for you.
That's not on my list, but I fuck with Bel Air.
All right,
yeah, you feel you got some Carlton, but
boo, bad joke. Boo, boo. Try again. Boo, boo.
Okay. My next one will be Paradise, the Sterling K. Brown show from early in the year.
Oh, that's the Hulu show?
Yeah, the Hulu show.
I know somebody in that show. That's funny. How you felt about that show? You like that one?
Bro, I like that show. It's another kind of hammy show. It feels kind of like a older network drama that would last that would have 20 episode seasons, except this is more condensed, and where there's kind of a nuclear disaster that forces a certain segment of a selected population to go into a new society buried in the mountains, and they kind of go about that. And it's kind of just a normal TV melodrama with Sterling K. Brown sleeping with some girl and stuff like that. Good show. Second season coming out next year. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. My third pick is The Lowdown. It was on FX and Hulu, I believe. It's just kind of like a shaggy private eye journalist show starring Ethan Hawke, just trying to solve a mystery somewhere in Oklahoma, as there's a collision between the white people of the community and the native community there. Really thinking about almost, I think it's thinking about similar things to Killers of the Flower Moon, but I feel I like it more than that. I like the tone.
I haven't heard of this, but I'm gonna actually check this out today.
Yeah, you should. It's inspired by crime novels. It's a little slow. Killer Mike is in it too, actually. Randomly. Right. My number 2 pick is one that you had on your list, The Chair Company. Honestly, not a Tim Robinson guy at all. I Think You Should Leave and Friendship movie I thought was fine. But
you're such a stick in the mud.
but I'm saying this one's good. But this show really had me glued to it, waiting for each episode. I'm trying to think of my favorite bit. It was probably the guy he was hanging out, Mike, who would just be listening to that podcast.
They're just yelling.
He was yelling the whole time.
That's really funny.
And so it would be that one, but honestly, maybe look forward to all the whatever Tim Robinson's gonna do next. And my number one, kind of a corny pick, but I was just glued to it. It's a Black romantic YA drama that was on Netflix based on a Judy Blume book called Forever. It starred Lovey Simone and I forget the guy's name. It was kind of just about this teenage boy and girl and how their relationship develops through high school and up to when they're going to college. I thought it was a pretty good will they won't they rom-com drama. that doesn't really get made in movies so much anymore, but is now shifted to TV. The show was made by the girl who made Girlfriends, actually, and so yeah, it's a well-made show, and probably my favorite show of the year.
All right, and we'll leave this off with the movies. Now, I'm not gonna lie, have not watched a lot of movies that came out this year. I have watched a good bit of movies this year, but not a lot of movies that came. Like I haven't seen the classics. I haven't seen Sinners. I haven't seen. I haven't seen the Battle After the Battle movie or whatever it's called. I
Yeah.
want to see that movie, but I haven't seen a lot of movies. So, what I did was I have one movie that I really really liked that did not come out this year, and I have a few movies that did come out this year. So, Friendship that came out this year, or like late last year.
I came out this year.
Love that movie. Even I like Tim Robinson. I think Tim Robinson and what's the other Carlton nigga he be with Sam?
Oh,
Uh,
Sam Richardson or whatever.
yeah, I like them. Even though he plays the same role in everything I've ever seen him in, I like him.
Yeah,
So I like him there. You ever seen Detroiters?
I have seen it a little bit, but didn't really do anything for me.
All right,
I feel like with Friendship, I feel like it's funny for like the first like 30 minutes. Then as it keeps going on, I kind of get tired of it.
I respect it. I like Friendship. Another one I did see this year, Companion.
I didn't
Do
see that one.
you know what that is?
Yeah, that's like the sci-fi-ish movie.
Yeah, I like that movie. I thought it was going to be different watching it, but it surprised me from what it was about because I thought it was going to be like a scary movie, but it's not a scary movie at all. So I was like, okay, this is not the direction I thought I was going to go in. I like Companion. I'm going to start a documentary in here. I don't know how to say this woman's name, even though they say it a few times. Can I not type? Okay, I can't type. Or can I not type? Wait. I don't know how to type. I'm tripping. All right, so for whatever reason, okay, I can put it in private chat, but it's not going to show on the screen, so that sucks. But I'm going to type this lady's name and you try to pronounce it. Uh, so you probably don't know how to work this. You probably don't know how to go to private chat. You see that on the side at the bottom, which is private chat.
Reifenstahl.
Reifenstahl. That's what we're going to say. She was it was a documentary. She was the filmmaker, the appointed filmmaker for Hitler. So she made all the Nazi films. She made she directed all the footage that we see from the Berlin Olympics from back then. She directed that, and it's about her life. It's just kind of the complicated life of her and how like she claimed she didn't know any of that was going on. She's like, I'm like, boy, like, bro, I'm out the loop. I did not know they was getting like I ain't know they were getting killed. That's on me. But the way she looks back at her work for working with them, she's like proud of it. Like they're showing footage of like Nazis marching. And she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, you see the way that we panned the camera and da da da. Like she's like giddy about it because it's just really interesting film, just showing her life in Germany at that time. She lived to be incredibly old. She died at like 110. So there's a lot of recent footage of her just speaking about Nazis and she kind of got sheltered because every time she would do a public interview, they would basically people call her Nazi, and she didn't like that. So very interesting film. Very interesting film.
Was she not a Nazi or was she?
No, because she said she didn't know what was going on. You see what I'm saying? She didn't know that. According to her, she didn't know that. But everybody's like, you would have had to know because you were.
Yeah, I feel like people across the world knew what was going on. Like,
well, remember I was telling you about my crazy dictator. What you call it? My crazy dictator teacher that I had. I remember one thing he said. He said that Hitler was very secretive about his doings, where Stalin was out in the open, like, hey, that's what we're doing over here. Where Hitler wasn't really promoting that as much. So I don't know if people, I don't know how. I think it kind of took a while because you got to think about the Holocaust was going on for a little minute, and I think it was because he was kind of being on the low with it a little bit.
That's a crazy sentence. The Holocaust was going on for a little bit.
It was though. So and because people kind of had hits, but he wasn't like publishing numbers. Hey, this is what we're doing over here. So it was interesting. And lastly, there's only 4 I know, but I mean this movie blew me away. This is not from 2025. This is from actually 2006. It's made it into one of my favorite movies of all time, The Lives of Others. Have you ever heard of this movie?
No.
Are you still subscribed to the Criterion?
Yeah.
It's on there. It's a German film, and a guy. It's about a guy who's basically like working for the government. He's like they bug this dude house that they're trying to like basically arrest for whatever reason. So they bug his house. They're spying on him. So his job is to spy on him. He's like a cold German dude. So he's listening to the with the headphones, just listen to him, spying on him, whatnot. And then it goes from him being a cold German guy to him being invested into this guy's life. So he hearing like him and his wife argue. He's like, no, no, no. So he's like trying to meet up with them and be covert, just like, hey, like if there's any problems in your life, like he's like he gets into like getting involved with their life. So he goes from being this cold German guy to I want to actually help this guy. I don't want to arrest this guy anymore. Like I actually want to like save this guy from being arrested. And it's a very like beautiful film. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah, The Lives of Others. It's like if you don't watch anything I've talked about, The Lives of Others is the movie that you should definitely watch.
No, yeah, I gotta check that out.
I got to show you what this guy looks like. Just look how cold he looks. Like this is the guy that starts off super cold, but then he just becomes like invested in caring. Just look at this guy. Look how cold this guy looks. No emotion on this guy's face at all.
That's the guy that excites you
Yeah, he did. He did.
more so than ASAP Ferg.
I like this guy's build. He's pretty solid. So yeah, shout out to him.
My list will mix some old movies and new as well.
1930s films. Go for it.
Not even 1930s movies. Well, one new one from this year is that I liked this year was Lurker. It was directed by Alex Russell, who used to be a writer for the Fader. Actually, was in like an affiliate of like the Awful Records clique. Zach Fox is in the movie. It's kind of about like a kid who works at like a clothing store who ends up getting invited to come hang out with a budding pop star who he happens to be obsessed with, but doesn't reveal that, and kind of how he just like creepily integrates himself into this crew in like an obsessive way, kind of like a movie about basically like a Brockhampton stan or whatever.
This nigga look crazy.
Yeah, he does. And so I was really like,
the light skinned nigga looked like somebody in Brockhampton. I just want to say he looked like a nigga that could have been in Brockhampton. This nigga here.
wow, yeah, exactly. And the next movie I'll talk about is this late 70s World War II movie, also a Nazi involving movie. It's called Soldier of Orange, directed by Paul Verhoeven, who also made like RoboCop and Total Recall and Starship Troopers and all that. This one is just a World War II movie from the perspective of like the Dutch and how they get involved in this like push-pull fight that as the Nazis kind of like invade Holland and all this stuff going on. And it really kind of just turns into a sort of man on a mission movie starring Rutger Hauer with a lot of like sex, as you would guess from a Paul Verhoeven movie. If you are familiar with him, he also made like Showgirls and like Basic Instinct and stuff like that. And so I like that one a lot. Another one is Sorry Baby. That's from this year. I watched that recently. It's directed by Eva Victor and stars her, and also stars Naomi Ackie, who was the black girl in Mickey 17. And yeah, it's just about a woman who's living somewhere in like the Northeast, and she ends up being sexually assaulted, and it's kind of just like her just like dealing with that in a way that goes back and forth between light and heavy. Like it's kind of funny and also not. And I found it very just like I don't know. It felt like a type of person that just felt like very real to me, and so I feel like that movie resonated in that way. The next one I'll list is one battle after another. I think it's a movie with a lot of like flaws, especially when it comes to like the like Tiana Taylor character. But I think it's just like I think it's just an instant classic. I'm not even like a huge Paul Thomas Anderson person. I mean, I like Boogie Nights and stuff. But I don't like Punch Drunk Love or anything like that. But I feel like it's just like a really just big action movie with a lot on its mind, and that has a point of view, even but doesn't like. I feel like it's not trying too hard to be understood. And so yeah, and it has a good performance from Sean Penn and Regina Hall. And then the last one's another old one. This one's from the mid 80s that I watched a few months ago. It's called Heartbreakers, directed by this guy, Bobby Roth, who has made nothing else I've ever heard of. It's kind of just about like two friends in LA in like 1985 with like a Giorgio Moroder score. And as they kind of just navigate like love and sex, and also trying to make their art pop in a world that doesn't respect art. And I don't know, I just felt like the bond between them is extremely like homoerotic in a way that I fucked with. And so, yeah, just I think it's one of my favorite movies I've seen in a couple of years.
We're tap into the homoerotic hockey TV show.
I'm tapped in.
Oh yeah, sorry. All right, excuse me.
Watching that, I realized how much like how little like gay sex I'm used to on TV, because I was watching the first episode a couple of days ago. I think I'm like 2 or 3 episodes in, and they were just like giving each other head, and I was like, damn, I feel like I don't see that very often. Maybe it's just like what I'm watching, but definitely made me think about that. But yeah, it's a good show, you know. It's pretty decent. It's not like anything to write home about, but it's pretty decent.
Pretty gnarly scene in a director's cut episode of Mr. Robot. I remember watching this in high school, and I remember my mom came in the room, and this guy's getting his butt pounded. I just remember being like, "Oh, that's not what I'm watching." It was just crazy scene that wasn't in the regular episode; it was in director's cut. So, yeah, it's the only time I ever seen anything like that. It was pretty in your face.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely need way more gay sex on TV, because I don't know, it just made me just like realize how like.
I mean, I'm not begging for gay or straight sex to be on shows that I'm watching, but sure, go.
I love sex on TV.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? This nigga freaked out. I'm not begging for any type of sex to be in this.
Oh, Mr. Porn Addict Eric, the want sex on TV.
Mr. Porn Addict Eric. All right. You just want to loop me in with somebody else right now. You're funny.
You and the robe guy, bro, going to be doing a podcast.
All right.
What's his name?
I don't know. I don't know his name. I don't keep up with him.
The one that be like ranking danger and stuff.
It sounds like you know more about him than I do, buddy.
You pretending right now for the camera that you know.
I have seen him before. I don't know the nigga name.
You gonna press end. You're like, oh yeah, my boy Jim. You know, we out here.
Know the nigga.
He's from Orlando, actually. You know?
I know somebody that knows him. I don't know him.
See, look, you separated by 1 degree.
You know the person that knows him too, though. So did my camera just go out? Oh my gosh, my camera just went out. That's crazy. This is wait, what's going on? My thing is messing up. It's crazy. All right, there we go. All right, so before we get out of here, since you did that,
he was trying to change the subject.
Nigga, my camera went. I don't know. You know the nigga too, Alphonse. You know the nigga too. So shut up. But before we get out of here, since he added some old movies, I only said like 2 movies, so I want to add some old movies that I watch real quick then, because I know we were doing old movies, so the nigga just did that.
I mean, you were the first one to do old movies. You did one from 2006.
Sure, but I didn't know. But you had about 5 other old. I didn't know who was doing that, so I got
I
like
put 2 old movies on there.
okay. Let me add 2 old movies then, because I didn't know. Scanner Darkly. You ever seen that?
That's the animated one, right?
Yes.
I've never seen it.
I like that movie a lot. I thought that was a really good movie. Yeah, Scanner Darkly was a really good one. And I would say Godland is one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen in my life. Like visually beautiful movies.
Man, what year is that from?
All these, well, actually, that's 2022. So let me take that back. It's not that old. I gotta get something old for you guys. Mind Game. Mind Game was a blast. 2004 anime.
Oh shit.
I'll read the overview for you. Nishi is a loser who has a crush on his childhood girlfriend. After an encounter with an encounter with the Japanese mafia, he journeys to heaven and back and ends up trapped in an even more unlikely place.
Sounds fire.
It's really good anime.
Yeah.
All right.
Last thing. I know you're trying to get it out without doing this.
What?
Your book.
Oh, the Jared, the nigga. First of all, this is another thing that he just thinks like I can't read words or whatever. But my book would be the myth and propaganda of Black buying power by Dr. Jared Ball. Boom, nigga.
What's it about?
It's the brother I interviewed. Remember?
No, yeah.
I mean, I guess I can talk about it.
Explain on to.
Yeah, sure.
I told you it's bad.
Yeah, I did. I forgot I got we're on camera, huh? Gosh, I don't feel like going all over this again. I've said it so many times, but it's essentially about what it sounds like it's about the myth and propaganda of Black buying power, basically saying that people thinking that the Black dollar will get Black people in a better situation. It won't. And that Black businesses aren't really even profitable in America like that. Most of them. I think he said like 95% of Black businesses only have 1 employee. And for a business to be profitable, you need more than 1 employee. And just basically saying how the Black elites and the white elites actually profit more than anybody else, because the Black elites are getting the advertisement dollars, and the white elites are just getting the revenue from everything that they're investing in with these Black businesses, while the money that they're making isn't being distributed back to the community at all, because these Black people that's doing the Black business, they end up getting the money and moving to white neighborhoods. They're not worried about the Black neighborhoods no more. He was also just saying how just so the idea of, hey, start a Black business to get yourself in a better situation. How can you do that when Black people get the least amount of money in loans? They get less than women, Hispanic people, Jewish people, whoever. They all get way more money than us. So that leads us to have to kind of rot in low end businesses, which are barbershops, hair salon, mechanic. Never could really start a crazy business because we don't get that enough money from banks and stuff like that. So just talking about, like I said, the myth and the propaganda of Black buying power and how it does nothing to actually benefit us. And the way to actually benefit us is attacking laws and regulations.
See, that was such a nice, thoughtful description that came out of you when I pushed you out of your laziness.
Yeah, sure. I was being lazy. I didn't feel like explaining, but yeah, I was.
Yeah. My book is a novel from 1947 by Chester Himes called Lonely Crusade.
I knew you had to get something in from prehistoric times. Go for it. What is it called?
It's called Lonely Crusade by Chester Himes. He was this writer from Cleveland, who kind of wrote about a lot of like race crime dramas that had a lot of like rage within them. And this one's about a man named Lee who is being brought into like this union at his job, and as he navigates basically them just trying to like have like this sort of like union election, and they want him to like gather support of the Black workers at the job. They're in LA, by the way, 1940s, like a post-war LA. And yeah, and a lot of movies basically just like how shit just starts to go wrong for this guy Lee as his anger for the world builds. Mostly his anger for the way like he's treated, what he thinks he deserves, and like this kind of like self-hatred for his blackness within him that he tries to solve by banging white girls. And like Bushwick Eric will do one day. But yeah, just like it really
Crazy. You're crazy,
but,
man.
but yeah, just like it really just like messed up, tragic, very like thoughtful novel. There's a lot of like really like long conversations between like these like black and Jewish men about their relationship in the world. Um and yeah, really my favorite books, novels I've ever read. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to shout out to the Jews, man. Um, shout out to the black people. Sounds interesting. I'll give it a read. 100%. Um, all right, that's it. Anything else you guys say for the people?
No man, that's 2025.
That's all you guys. Listen, all right. Uh, can the people?
Well, you got anything? You didn't say shit.
I don't have anything. Can the people expect a podcast from us next year? We say that every year, but you're ducking the podcast smoke.
Um,
I think we probably could have a successful podcast. Yeah, we did it
the thing about a podcast is that you have to do it.
monthly, just 12 a year. I think we could do 12 a year.
I mean, I would do it if we. I would do it like this. What would we even talk about?
Just stuff that happened that month, in the past month.
Yeah,
It could be like something like the monthly wrap up or something. Just something simple.
yeah. Podcasts are cool. I kind of hate putting my face out there. I kind of hate being. I kind of hate talking into a camera.
I feel like you have you can lie and play. I feel like you have so much fun doing it with me.
No, yeah, it's it. It's a good time.
Come on now.
But who knows? Maybe after like 2 months, I'll get tired of it.
Maybe so.
I'm like, fuck, man, I'm tired of talking to you.
I gotta take a huge dookie right now, so we're gonna end this. I gotta take a big fat stinky.
That's why you keep not talking. You're like, oh, shit.
I gotta take a huge dump right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Them gator bites, bro.
Goodness gracious. For everybody watching, I appreciate you guys. I'm so sorry for this being incredibly long, but we only do this one time a year, so why not? We do long videos, and me and Sean C do long videos. We should add him to it one time. If you want to be the person with the less stinkier opinion, gosh, I got opinion stinks. But all right, I'll talk to you guys later, and tell me how you like it, and go follow Alphonse on which are you on Twitter or Instagram more?
I'm not on any social media.
All right, I'm out. I gotta do this nigga plan.